What is up, everyone? Sunday Night Football. The Detroit Lions, Kansas City Chiefs going after it right here. You know what I mean? First comment right here. Lori said, miss you all today, but nice W. Go Pack, go. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Packers had themselves a victory. A lot of people are upset about it. You know what I mean? But here we go. Scott says, go Chiefs. Absolutely, the Packer fans, obviously we want the Lions to lose this ball game. The Chiefs, dude, the Chiefs, the Taylor Swift crew over here. Where's this? Ooh, pointing. Don't go the wrong way. We're going to have some fun tonight, though, you know what I mean? But we need the Detroit Lions to lose. That would be good. The Chiefs are a good football team. The record doesn't really tell the story. Everyone who knows, the NFL, what the Chiefs are. So the Chiefs could come out here and get some stuff done, but maybe not, you know what I mean? But Matt Carter, Viking fan, big fan of mine, you know what I mean? What's up, Matt? How you doing? Christy says, happy Sunday Night Football, buddy. There we go. We're going to have some good time. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm a little buzzed up. You know what I mean? Did a little drinking during that first game stream, for the Packers. And the Packers got that W. You people can talk. I made a video about this. People talking about ugly wins. I don't believe in ugly wins. You win or you lose. Or sometimes you tie. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But the Packers won. Obviously, they had to improve. They got to fix some stuff. But they won. Next week, they play the Arizona Cardinals. Let's keep it moving. That's all that needs to matter. You know what I mean? But here we go. Jared Goff, Patrick Mahomes. This is going to be a good football game. Lions, Chiefs. I'm excited. Are you excited? Are you ready for some football? A Sunday night party. What's up, Steven? Go Pack, go. I should bang that whole song. I feel like I was in the zone right there. You know what I mean? What's up, Stacy? How you doing? I see you're back. Matt Carter. Yeah, Matt Carter. He's a big fan of the show. You know what I mean? He's a fan of the show. I love the Packers. Me too. I love the Packers. And Packers got that dub today. You know what I mean? One loss on the season. That's all I'll say. One loss on the season. Viking fans who want to talk trash, you're in third place. You know what I mean? You're in third place. Right now, the Lions are in first place. They're playing right here, and the Packers are in second place. Packers have one loss on the season with that tie. So the Packers are in a situation. You know what I mean? They got to fix some stuff. They got to figure some stuff out. But I'm feeling good about the Packers right now. What's up? Let's see what Matt Carter has to say. Just here for the trash talk. I love it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Matt. I do love the trash talk. I love the back and forth. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. I assume you mean me and not Matt Carter, the Viking fan. But I appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with me. You know what I mean? We're going to have a good time tonight. We had a good time for that Packers game. Yo, time for a beer. You know what I mean? I got mine. I don't know. I should have ate after that game. I was gonna. That was my whole plan, but I started doing other stuff. So here we are. But here we go. Check out the old podcast while you're here. The Matt Ramage Show. Everywhere that you listen to podcasts, the Matt Ramage Show is there waiting on you. There's a lot of podcast episodes. Maybe have some guests coming up. Maybe. But yeah, we have some good shows. We do the Pick'em show. We do Tuesday night. I'll do some podcasts talking about this last game, looking ahead, and it's gonna be a good time. So here we go. Steven says it's Modelo time. My brother drinks a lot of Modelo. You know what I mean? He likes that stuff. He says the same stuff. Oh, we had a commercial right here. That's what we're talking about. Who you got tonight? Go Lions. I got the Chiefs win this game. But I'm very biased. I want the Chiefs to win a lot, so I should have done some prize picks. What time does this game start at? I should try to, dude. I'm gonna try to really race and get a prize pick here. Otherwise, we'll do one for the second half. You got until kickoff, but now we got a delay going on here. All right, so let's see what we got here. I'll take Patrick Mahomes over. We'll do over here. I'm just so quick, not even. All right, here we go. Submit lineup. I didn't even look at it, dude. I just did a lineup and I got it submitted. All right, here's what I did. Let's talk about this prize picks real quick. I did this because the game was starting. You had to have it in before kickoff. I could win $180 right here. I took Patrick Mahomes. I took fantasy score over 21.5. I never have done a fantasy score. I just did the first picks I saw. So he needs 21.5 fantasy score. Jahmyr Gibbs, I took rushing, receiving touchdowns. I took the over. So he needs one touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, we need one touchdown. Jared Goff, I took 244.5 passing yards. I took the over. I think they're going to have to pass a lot anyway, so that's probably a good one. And then Travis Kelce, 43.5 receiving yards. I took the over. And Thornton over here from the Chiefs wide receiver, fantasy score 5.5 and also 26.5 receiving yards. I really didn't look at any of these. I just started hitting buttons because I wanted to get one in. So I think that this will be interesting. Probably better than anything I could have picked because I'm not really good at it. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go. Let's keep it moving over here. We have this game starting up over here. All right, so let's get to this. So Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5. I think that means that they were favored on the spread. I think minus means favored, right there, Vinny? Do you know?
That is correct. They are favored if it's minus.
All right, so there you go. Minus means favored. We're figuring this stuff out. So minus 2.5. So the Chiefs are favored to win by 2.5. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let's get to some comments over here. Rowdy Preston says, "Yo, Matt, I finally made it to one of your streams. You're always up against your boy, the Green Bay guy. Yeah, he does good. So you're in good spot if you have to pick one of us. He's probably the better choice. You know what I mean? If I'm not gonna lie. How about those Packers?" People say Packers going to loss against Joe Flacco again. Did not happen. Got Kansas City and Buccaneers beat Lions. Packers be back on top. There you go. You know what I mean? I wasn't worried about Joe Flacco at all. Sounds all good. What's up, Philly boys in the building? We'll give him a little air horn. We'll give him an air horn. Jared Allen's in the building over here, so they're having a good old time. I don't know why he's there. Oh, yeah, he did play for the Chiefs, didn't he? And he's going to bang this thing. There you go, Jared Allen. Get after it. He followed me on Instagram for like 5 minutes. I made a video roasting the Vikings, and he unfollowed me. So there's that. We got that going on. All right, here we go. Fun game tonight was just thinking the Chiefs don't get enough primetime games. You know what I mean? No Taylor Swift, though. So, but we have her on this stream because the producer, big fan.
Shake it off, man. Shake it off.
All right, here we go. Here comes the kickoff. The Chiefs are set to kick it off, so they're going to be kicking this thing off to the Lions to start the ball game, and here we go. And we're going to have ourselves return from the 4-yard line. He's at the 15. He's at the 20, 25, and he's trying to make some fools miss. Now he bounces to the right side, comes out of the pile. He's going to get to about the 29-yard line. Thought he might get some, but he's not going to get too far. Here we go. Dennis says, all this time I've been calling you Matt Rampage out to this Packers game earlier, and you said your name. It's been 10 years, Matt. A lot of people call me Rampage, but it is Ramage. It's like damage, but I'll allow Rampage. You know what I mean? It sounds pretty cool. And actually, I was known as Rampage before that fighter. So you know what I mean? I would have caused a fuss about it, but he's a good fighter, so I was like, I'll leave that one alone. You know, let him have that name. Here we go. First down and 10. The Lions are starting off. Jared Goff's gonna be under center. About the 29-yard line. He's got a man in the backfield. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 3 to 4 yards over here. Where the Lions are going to start this thing off second down. What is up, Wendy? What is up, man? Ramage! Chiefs are trash. They're going to win this game. We need the Lions to lose, though. You know what I mean, Wendy? Here we go. Am I terrible for taking the Lions money line? I mean, if you're throwing real money on it, you know what I mean? You gotta go with your heart, you know what I mean? Your wallet won't understand. Second down and 6. Here we go. Goff's gonna be under center. He's gonna hand this thing off. He's gonna try to bounce this thing right side, and that's not gonna be a lot there, about a yard. That's gonna be third down.
You'll feel that one tomorrow.
Well, third down and 5 over here. Matt Carter said Jalen Allen entered the Hall of Fame as a Viking. And he followed me, bro. He followed me on Instagram. Good 15 minutes. That's your boy right there. He knows talent when he sees it. Third down and 5. Here we go. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Let's see what the Chiefs defense got. He's back to throw. Goff's looking left side. That's going to be completed, and that's going to be a first down. Tries to stay in bounds, and he's going to get a couple extra yards there. 45-yard line, I think that is. Or is it either 45 or the 35? I am glad Taylor Swift not at games. I know she's hot. It football. T Swift. There you go, Luke. Laporta. He is a dog, though. Laporta's a dog. Here we go. First down and 10. Goff's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. Ball at the 45-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going right up the middle again. They're trying to get this run game rocking. That's going to be about 3 yards or so. Can you say Laporta? Laporta on my fantasy. Hey, you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Oh, you mean fantasy football. All right, I got you. All right, here we go. Second down and 6. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're just shy of the 50-yard line. Right over here, just about midfield, 2nd and 6. Let's see what they got. He's back to throw. He's looking left. He throws it left. That's going to be a first down to Williams. He gets out of bounds. You know, that was his first choice. He didn't hesitate. Got it right to him. Go, Pack, go. Victory is right. You know what I mean? Packers got that Victory Monday tomorrow. So be sure you're rocking your Victory Monday merch. If you ain't got none, check out thematramage.com. Find my merch. We got that Victory Monday swag. You know what I mean? Here we go. Goff's going to be under center. First down and 10. They're going to be about the 44.5-yard line. Goff's going to be play action. He's looking to throw, and he gets rid of it. That's going to be complete. That's going to be a first down. He jumps out of bounds. I don't know what he was doing. That's Williams. He jumps out of bounds, and that's going to be a first down for the Lions. That seems so extra to me. Nice little route, though, right across the field. I think you could do that every single play, and it would work. And I don't know. He just, took a so unnecessary to jump like that. What do you get, an extra half a yard? But, yeah, here we go. First down and 10. Goff's going to be under center. They got 29 yards to go to the end zone. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand it off, and then I think that's St. Brown, and he's going to trip up. Nice little 1-yard scamper for him. Jordan Love have very good game today. You know what I mean? He had the interception early, kind of tip pass kind of the situation, but they got it done. You'd like to see the offense do a little bit better, throw up some more points, but they got that dub. You know what I mean? It's nothing else on TV, so I'm going to stay for this game with you, man. Oh, hang out with me, you know what I mean? I appreciate that. That's kind of a high price. It's like, hey, nothing else going on today, so I'll hang out. Second down and 8. Here we go. Goff from under center. He's going to hand this thing off. He's trying to run left side, and he's got a little bit down to about the 20-yard line. It's going to be third down and very short. Golden was out there getting it done. You know what I mean? He had some nice catches. He had that one that was really, really ridiculous. So shout out to Matthew Golden for today. Did Parsons have any sacks today? I don't think he had a sack. He had some pressures. I saw him getting after it, getting Flacco to throw early. Third down and 2. Here we go. Goff's going to be under center. Ball about the 20.5-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, looking for the first down, and they're going to get it. So there we go. First down and 10 for the Detroit Lions in the red zone. Go Chiefs only for tonight. You know what I mean? Just tonight. It is football indeed. You know what I mean? Parsons kept his penalty streak active. You know what I mean? He's out there. That's all you need to know. 9-play drive right here, 53 yards, 5:42 off the clock. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right from the 19-yard line. Back to throw left side, and he's going to flip it. And I don't know if that he got a little bit off that. Gibbs took it off the sideline there. See how many yards he got. I don't know when he went out.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
I did some looking up. Lucas Van Ness was credited with the one and only sack we got today.
There you go. So Van Ness got a sack, and no one else. I seen that Parsons got some pressures. We'll find out about all that tomorrow. But this was a little. I don't hate this play, like flipping the ball like that. I like that, but that can cause some problems too. So here we go. Goff's going to be in shotgun. A man to his right. Second down and 7. Still at the 19-yard line, or about just shy of the 20. No, 14 and a half. There we go. I can't see. All right, so Goff's going to hand this thing off left side to Gibbs, and he's going to be rocking, I think, just short of the first down. I think they're probably going to give him that first down, but right now they're showing it just short. Yeah, it's going to be first and goal right there. What is up, Jason? How you doing? Go, Pack, go, indeed. After the Browns and Cowboys games, I don't care how we win as long as we keep winning. Go, Pack, go. A lot of season left to be had. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is when you're talking like you're 2-3 games away from the playoffs starting, like all these early week games, it doesn't matter how you won. It just matters that you won. Did you win? Did you lose? But here we go. Goff's going to be under center. First down and goal from the 8-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going right up the middle, and he's going to get to about the 3-yard line. Powerful run right up there, right up the middle. I was hyped seeing Van Ness get the sack. Love seeing them Iowa boys put in work. I think Van Ness got all the tools, you know what I mean? Parsons being there helps other people give a lot of opportunities, not getting all that pressure. There's one more guy to kind of take that heat a little bit. Actually, Matt, I would love your opinion. We were 2nd and 5 trying to run down the clock on our last offensive drive, and we get sacked. Then 3 passing plays. Why? Or we'll get back to that over here. We got Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. And he's going to hand this thing off to Gibbs up the middle. He's going to stop short. About the 1.5 yard line. So right here we're saying you get sacked. I mean, that's the thing is like people say be aggressive, go after it, pass the ball. Don't try to run the clock out. Like get after it. And then when they do, they kind of get sacked. But bad things happen. So then I think on both sides, people aren't going to be happy. But I think some of the clock management on the Packers sometimes leaves you scratching your head in certain situations. Here we go. 3rd down and goal. So what we got here? Goff's going to be under center. He's got 3 guys in the backfield. All right, so obviously they're running this ball up the middle. I don't think he got it either. And they shut it down. That was 3rd down and goal, and now it's 4th down.
You get nothing.
They're going to go for it, though. I do like that formation that the Lions just had. Having 3 guys back there going under center, like that's a good situation 9 times out of 10, but Chiefs locked that thing up. Matt is going to cross Gibbs' touchdown off the list. Oh, yeah, I do need that. 4th down and goal. Here we go in the Detroit Lions. Goff's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. And they're going to play action. He's looking to throw. Here comes Goff. He throws it to the dirt. Nothing was open. Throws it to the dirt, and that's on 4th down.
Good day, sir.
On 4th down. Wait, first timeout? They called the timeout? That's why he threw the dirt. I was like, how do you throw it to the dirt on 4th down? So I screwed that up.
I take half the blame for that too. I screwed up too.
No, I just didn't see it. Here we go. Let's get some comments. People want the Pack to have blowout wins and run up the score, and that's what the Lions did last year, and it got them first-round exit just like us. Wins are wins regardless of the score. Yeah, you don't need to have like the top. Even a Super Bowl 45 when the Packers won the Super Bowl. Like, dude, they barely made the playoffs. They didn't win the division. They ended up winning the whole thing. So none of that really matters. Just got to win the games when you can, get in the right situations and come playoff time, and then get hot, get after. Here we go. Montgomery's in the backfield. Goff's okay, they're going to do some trickeration. They're going to direct snap to Montgomery. He throws it to Goff, and then Goff, dude, I don't know how he caught it, but that's a touchdown. He didn't catch it at first. It kind of bounced off his hands, and then the defender kind of helped him catch it. And there you go. And I don't know what that is. Who threw the pass? Does that help me on my prize picks? That's what I want to know. That's crazy. What a stupid play call. But it worked. But that's what I say about the Lions. I thought the Lions don't really worry me come playoff time. Because come playoff time, that stuff doesn't work. When you're playing like the elite teams. I mean, not that the Chiefs ain't elite, but like come crunch time, come playoff time, these type of plays will screw you over. And they have, so don't say like, oh, no, you know, whatever. Because the Lions, that's why they haven't had deep runs in the playoffs. Because they do all this, going for on fourth and doing all crazy stuff. Worked right there, though. That was ridiculous. Not cheering on the Lions. Why Lions just kick field goal, get points on the board? Yeah, I don't. They try to be ballsy and they go for it. It worked right there. There's a flag on the play, though. Dude, illegal motion. The quarterback never got set. Illegal motion. The quarterback never got set. Let's check the replay on this, dude. So Goff runs out to the top of the screen. Yeah, he was never almost set. He was still running when the ball was snapped.
So well, I guess they're going to go for a field goal then.
I'm telling you, all those goofy plays, dude, they kill you in the end. I thought, if that worked, that'd have been slick. But when you're playing like good teams come playoff time, and I'm gonna say not that the Chiefs ain't a good team, because even they are 2-3, they're a good team. So you can't like, but yeah, illegal motion didn't work out. But
they're going for it.
So now they're gonna go for it. Now the offense is coming back on the field, dude. I swear to God, Chiefs, stop this. Shut this down right here, just to show them how stupid they are. Come on, Chiefs. Come on, Andy Reid, baby. What you got dialed in, Andy? $5:24 to go in this first quarter. Play clock's down to 5, 4, 3. They're not even set up yet, so I assume they're going to call a timeout right here. Delay a game, bro. They weren't even lined up. Delay a game, and now they'll kick a field goal because Goff was still arguing with the refs. What's going on here, bro? I thought this was a professional football team. I don't know what's going on. It never reset. I didn't notice that, but I'm still going to clown them. All right, so here we go. They're going to have a 28-yard field goal attempt over here. Let's see if they can kick out through the uprights here. Field goal's up. It's going to be good. So that's going to be 3-0 for the Detroit Lions. I missed that whole thing. Here we go. I'm not sure what pissed me off more, Lions with non-stop trick plays or Eagles with non-stop tush pushes. Yeah, play football. Yeah, I agree. So here we go, +3 on that. So here we go. The Detroit Lions up 3-0. What a crazy, wild event. But we're going to be right back after these messages. Stay tuned, baby.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolet.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
righty, we are back over here. You know, got Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff over here on the screen. So let's get to the chat over here. Philly Boy has a good question. He said, "Where's Ivan?" You know what I mean? I mean, he might have been. He's probably enjoying this Packers win over here. Here comes the kickoff. And we're going to have a return. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25. He's trying to get to the 30, and that's where he's going to get to, about the 30, 31-yard line over here. Ivan is still upset after losing Jeopardy to Matt. I think he might be on Rogers' retreat. I think he actually won that game.
I think he said earlier that he's suffering from gas, too. Didn't he say that in the comments?
Oh, yeah, he might have said something like that.
Yeah.
If Vikings lost last week, they'd be sitting with the Bears NFC North. What's up, buddy? He said, "What's up, Matt?" That wasn't their best, but it's a dub. You know, it's hard for me to read today for some reason. Here we go. We're gonna have the Chiefs starting off on offense over here. They have a run right side for a 1-yard gain. It's gonna be second down. Evening, bro. What's up, Rick? I can't stand either team, but go Chiefs. You know what I mean? What's up, Joanna? She says, "Hi, Matt. I missed listening to you, but I was at the games." You know what I mean? That's a good reason not to be here. Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have a good time? Let us know. You know what I mean? Go, Pat, go. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. Gets this thing completed. That's going to be Travis Kelce, and that's going to be a first down. He's a large man to take to the ground, and they're going to get near the 50-yard line down to about the 47, and Travis Kelce is letting them know. Gets up and gets a little wiggle, you know what I mean? Oh, there we go, Mr. Travis Kelce. 304 folks watching live across other places. I appreciate you. Be sure to tap that like button, share it if you're feeling frisky, you know what I mean? But I appreciate it. Hammer the comment section. Here we go. 1st and 10, Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. Play action. He's looking. He's rolling right. Gets rid of it. That's a completion, and that's going to be a big-time gain. Who is that? They had that MVS stature. He doesn't play for them no more, though. You know what I mean? It's going Chiefs, but I'm not going to like it. I'm going Chiefs. I'm not going to like it, though. Yeah, that was a big-time play right there. Oh, that was Mr. Schuster, wasn't it? I think he used to be on my fantasy team back in the day, you know what I mean? But here we go. 1st down and 10. Mahomes is 2 for 2, 45 yards. He's going to be under center. They're inside the 25-yard line, sitting at the 24. He's going to be running this thing left side, hands it off, and that's going to be inside the 20. That's going to be a first down as he scampers out of bounds. Big-time play for the Chiefs. Let's go. Let's go. 1st down and 10. Detroit Lions defense getting gashed a little bit. Yeah, that's Mr. Juju Schuster over there. Kelce is built like in a better shape Pac-Man. Like he's a very large human. You see him like even next to like the other players. Kelce's humongous. Could be a score fest tonight. We were going to see right here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's going to hand this thing off left side, kind of fakes it. But that's going to get down to about the 11-yard line. So that's going to be 2nd down from the 11-yard line. So they can get a first down without a touchdown here. MVS finished the 49ers game running, catching 6-yard route on a 4th. And oh, yeah, he does play for the Niners now. I forgot where he was. I know he played for the Chiefs for a couple of years over there. Hot knife through butter with that D. All right, here we go. Mahomes going to be under center here, 2nd down and 8. He's got a man in motion. They're at the 11-yard line. He's going to play action. He's rolling right. He's got someone on him, and he's going to just toss this thing out of bounds. Throwing it out of harm's way, you know what I mean? Aaron says, nice win by the Brewers last night and good win by the Packers today. You know what I mean? A couple dubs just coming out of Wisconsin like that. You know what I mean? You like to see it. Rodgers going to light the Bengals defense up Thursday night. That'll be a good game. We'll be live for that. So come hang out Thursday night football. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left at the 11-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Come on, Chase. What you got right here? Mahomes is back to throw. He's got time. He's running around. I think he's going to try to run for this thing, and he is, but he ain't going to get the first down. They're going to get down to about the 6-yard line. And now is Andy Reid thinking about going for it right here? He's like, hey, you guys want to go for it? Bro, we got some of that too. We can do some of that action too. You want to go for it? Let's go. I don't think they're going to, though. Are they? Yeah. So are they going to try to hard count them right here? So they're in a huddle. So they're going to get something going here. Are they actually going to go for it? 1:23 to go in the first quarter. It's 4th down and 3. Ball at the 6-yard line. They need 3 yards. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to the left, and they're running a play, and he's tossing it right side, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs on 4th down, baby. And there you go, Detroit Lions. That's how it's done. That's how you do it. 8-play drive, 70 yards, 4:10 off the clock. And the Kansas City Chiefs take the lead 6-3. I'm being attacked over here. This is violence. Yeah, that was a good touchdown right there. That's what you like to see. Between Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs are looking like the Muppet Show. Put some respect to Andy Reid's name, but the extra point is no good. Extra point is no good. So I don't know what happened there. That might come back to be a problem. The Bucks are winning. There you go. There you go. Kansas City takes the lead. They double that lead, or double their point, whatever. You know what I mean? It's 6-3. All right, we're going to be right back after these messages.
Hey, man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful. I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
We are back in business over here. 6-3 ball game. Let's see what Rick has to say. He says, I was impressed by the Packer kicker, connected on all elements. Yeah, McManus wasn't available to play. You know, they didn't have any big snafus in that department, so that's good. That's what you want, you know, when you got someone else coming in. So yeah, that was key too. You know, to win that game. If they'd had some big problems over at the kicking situation, that could have been a problem. David says, I like Reid only because he's a former Packer assistant coach. I like Andy Reid. He obviously he used to coach for the Packers a little bit, and I just like everything about him. He seems like a really cool guy. He seems like a chill guy. He seems like a good dude to play for. Shout out to Andy Reid. Shout out to Stacy as well. Also, Taylor Swift is in the building. So there we go. Now we know that. Don't you hate it when Taylor Swift is always on your screen? Here we go. We have ourselves a kickoff over here. He's past the 20. He's looking to get past 25, and he's trying to get to the 30, but he hits a stone cold wall over here. So here we go. Hammer the chat. Let me know what you think and what's on your mind, baby. So here we go. Lions offense. Opening drive, 14 plays, 70 yards, 9:39 off the clock. Third longest opening drive and was it a season or NFL history? Because that would seem a little excessive. But here we go. First down and 10. Here come the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff's going to be under center. They're at the 29-yard line. He's got a man in the backfield. Can the Chiefs defense shut it down? He's going to toss this thing. Montgomery's going left side, and he's going to have a few yards there. About a 3-yard gain. 57 seconds to go in that first quarter. What is up, Doug Hype, though? You know what I mean? Let's give a little shout out to Doug Hype. You know what I mean? He's in the building. Well, how are we doing tonight? You know what I mean? Come on, Matt. Let's see your Taylor dance, dude. I'll let her do the dancing. You know what I mean? I'll let her do it. She's assaulting. All right, Jared Goff, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 2nd down and 7. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's got time. Clean pocket. And it's going to get completed. That's going to be a big-time play on the other side of the 50, down to about the 40-yard line. Teleporta. First down and 10 for the Detroit Lions. Big-time play. He had too much time. If you give a decent quarterback time like that, he's going to make you pay, especially when he's got a guy like Laporta. So many tough catches by Chase and Higgins today. We won't see that every week. He was covered on most plays, but threw it anyway. Yeah, they can get it done. You know what I mean? When you got weapons like that's why I said I wasn't scared of Flacco, but he did have more weapons than he did in Cleveland. You know what I mean? They're going to this is the end of the first quarter. We're going to stay right here, hang out. This game is going to be good, I assume you mean right there. Yeah, this is going to be a good football game right here. End of the first quarter. I don't know. Are you upset? It's 6-3 Chiefs over the Lions. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. That's what you mean. We almost forgot about that. Vinny boy sleeping on the wheel. You know what I mean?
No, I was actually waiting because you were covering that comment. I was being polite and waiting.
All right. You're just waiting on me to shut up. But yeah, so that's what it is, you know. We're talking about the Packer game. They, their offense did it, but they didn't do anything crazy. It wasn't like the Bengals offense was killing the Packers, but they were in that game. They stuck around. That's the thing with the Packers. They got to put some teams away. They got to get after it, but they let them stick around a little bit, but right now the Lions are sticking around 6-3 in this ball game. Who do you think's gonna win? You know, we didn't really do score predictions. I don't think before this game, but I don't know. I didn't really have a score prediction either, but I think the Chiefs are gonna win. I thought that before this game, and I still think it right here. Rick says, got to do something with Nixon. He's been getting too many PI penalties lately. I mean, he's aggressive, and he's not letting a lot of guys burn him. We'll have to look at the numbers today. The Bengals did some stuff. I don't know exactly what was done on him. He had that thing where he posted on the Instagram story. He's putting X's through guys. I think Nixon's having a good year. But I think when you have a guy that's aggressive, there might be some penalties from time to time. I don't know how many he has, but you know what I mean? Lions will win. I don't think so. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good game. They can, but absolutely. Kwik Trip rules, by the way. Great to see offensive line healthy. I don't know how healthy they were, though. Was everyone in? I'm not sure. We should have blown the Bengals out. This team has the talent, but there's the large elephant in the corner of the room. What is that elephant, though? You know what I mean? Flacco being traded to the Cards for this week so he can get another shot at the Packers. I keep seeing that meme before this game started, but I don't think that's accurate. But yeah, dude, Joe Flacco tried all he might, but he could not get that dub. We have 338 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate you. Tap that like button, you know what I mean, while you're in here hanging out. But here we go. We're gonna have start of the second quarter here. It's 1st down and 10, and Lions are going to be Joe Flacco's going to be under center. They're going to be, what are they at? About the 42-yard line. 42 yards to go to the end zone, and Montgomery with a quick run, and that's going to be a huge play. 1st down inside the 30-yard line before they take him down. They had his shirt. He was dragging folks across the field. You know what I mean?
And who do you get help with to get across the 1st down line, Matt?
I don't even know.
It was Laporta.
We won. Do you think it's close because of play calling or player execution? I think it's probably a little bit of both. I think with any game, win or lose, good or bad, it's going to be both. Here we go. Goff's going to be under center. Ball at the 29-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off to Montgomery right side, and he's going to boost through inside the 25-yard line to about the 23. And there we go. Cardinals gave up the lead in the second half today, something we did before the bye. I think the Cardinals game is going to be a good game. I think the Cardinals are a team that, kind of like the Packers, that they played really good and they played not so good. We're going to see.
Was there an injury to Kyler Murray today? Because I heard something about he was out of the game by one of the announcers today.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. 2nd down and 4. Here we go. Jared Goff's going to be under center. He's going to play action. He's got pressure immediately. He gets it off, though. And can he get to the first down marker? He cannot. They push him out of bounds. That was St. Brown. He had pressure immediately, kind of got it off to St. Brown, but St. Brown didn't have an open field there. We always seem to play down to our opponents. Cardinals will be a close game. I mean, I get that, but I don't think it's really playing down to your opponents. I don't think they're like, hey, we don't have to play that hard today. I just think, that's just kind of how it goes. And you do want a team that can win close games come the end of the season. So I don't think it's horrible, but you do want to beat the teams you're supposed to beat big. You want to come out swinging. But here we go. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. He lets it loose. That's going to be completed, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Detroit Lions. So Williams right through that Chiefs defense. Jameis Williams. 6-play drive, 71 yards, 3:22 off the clock, and now it's 9-6. Detroit over the Chiefs. You know what I mean? We got ourselves a ball game over here. Yeah, that was a good play right there, dude. So here we go. Here comes the extra point. 12:49 to go in the second quarter. We might have ourselves a shootout right here tonight. We might have ourselves a good old ball game. Oh, so I think there's a medical situation. They pulled someone off the field and said, hey, he's got to get looked at. I think that call came from upstairs. They're saying. So here we go, 9-6. See that extra point, that missed extra points, they'll come get you. I mean, it's early in this game, but we'll see where the score ends up at the end. But usually they do. Here comes the Lions for the extra point. It's up. It's gonna be good. First team to 30 wins takes it to the bank. You know what I mean? Agreed, but only so many close games you get away with always bites you in the playoffs. How many great teams have we had the issue recently? But the thing is that when you're in the playoffs, you're going to be in close games. You're going to be in close games in the playoffs because you're playing good teams. That's why most playoff games are like really, really, really good. So you're not playing the Bengals in the playoffs. Like you're not playing the Browns. You're playing the best of the best. You're playing the Eagles. You're playing the Lions. So I mean, I get it. You should win the game. You should dominate the games that you're supposed to dominate. I've always said that. But a win's a win at the end of the day, Go down there, beat Arizona next week. Just keep winning. I don't care. I would rather, because like the Cowboys had a pretty tie. The Cowboys, tied, and they were all flexing about it and bragging about it. It was a pretty tie. They lost today to the Panthers. Like, I bet that they, you know what I mean? I don't like pretty ties. I would rather have an ugly win. I'll take an ugly win over a pretty tie. But absolutely, they have to start getting after it. Here we go. Robert says they did the same thing to Higgins versus the Pack today. Refs called a medical timeout due to concussion protocol. Yeah, they see something. They're going to ring in and say, get him out of there, go get him checked out. But right here we got, the bake sale over here. Kwik Trip, $2.99, 3-count. Premium donuts. You know what I mean? They ain't regular donuts. These are premium donuts. So head over to Kwik Trip, check out their bake sale they got going on. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. What's up, Joni? We need to learn to close out games. They are still young and growing. And I mean, I think they closed out today's game all right. I mean, I think they should have, it wasn't like the end of the game. It was kind of in the middle of the game, when I feel like they should have been kind of like getting after it and steamroll them a little bit. But let them hang out a little bit. Oh, we got Ivan in the building. Ivan makes an appearance. What's up, Ivan? How you doing? Let's give him a round of applause. You get all the sun. Here we go. What's up, Rick? He says, dart of the Giants for Rookie of Year just for the win over the Eagles. We will see. But he had himself a game that he was fun to watch. That was a fun game to watch. Not just because the Eagles lost, but the Giants' young offense, the quarterback and the running back, they were getting at it with that scabadoo. That was a fun game to watch. That was a fun game to stream. But we're gonna see like if they can keep that going. The Packers play the Giants coming up. I will be at that game in New York, so we're gonna see. We gonna see. Stay said Eagles lost to the Giants on Thursday. Yes, they did. We were all here, watched it together. Should have dove. Here we go. 12:49 to go in the second quarter. Here comes the kickoff by the Detroit Lions. Detroit up 4 on this game. Here comes the Chiefs on a return. He's at 25, past the 32, about the 31, 32 yard line. I don't see where they marked this thing. 12:44 to go in the second quarter. We're going to see what this Chiefs offense has in store. Fastest to 300 career passing touchdown in NFL history, including postseason. Patrick Mahomes at 139. Aaron Rodgers at 147. Dan Marino at 152. And Peyton Manning at 161. So Patrick Mahomes is on his way. First down and 10 over here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They are at the 31-yard line. He is back to throw. He's looking, scanning the field. Fakes it, pumps it. Now he throws it. That's going to be completed to the 50-yard line. He tries to get up and gets blasted. But there we go. Big first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. And that was quite wide open. Hutchinson over here, they're looking at him. Yeah, he was getting at Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes made him miss, dude. Made him look like a fool. He might talk like Kermit the Frog, but he evades Hutchinson like a freakish athlete. Here we go. Mahomes is 4 for 5 in this game right here. First down and 10. This game, I assume. All right, he's back to throw. Throws it left side. That's going to be completed, and that's going to be, I think that's going to be about 3-4 yards from the first down marker. Second down over here. Get out of the booth. We don't care about these guys. Get it back to the game. Collinsworth, like, here's a guy. Oh, we have an injury out here. That's why they're talking to these goofballs in the booth. So 11:41 to go in the second quarter. They have an injury timeout over here. I want the Lions to be missed Piggy to Kermit. All right, there we go. I think Ivan's been drinking a little bit. You know what I mean? Revenge on Flacco from the last game I went to at the Brown Stadium. Worst 3 minutes in that game. You know what I mean? I've been at some beauties, some horrible finishes to a game. I was at the Packers-Niners playoff game at Lambeau Field. Second row in the end zone. Thought that game was a lock. But anyways, we don't want to talk about that stuff. You know what I mean? So here we go. We have ourselves a 10-6 ball game. We have an injury timeout over here, and we need the Chiefs to do some stuff over here. We have 358 folks watching live, including Taylor Swift, apparently. You know what I mean? She's in here hanging out with us. You know what I mean? Shout out to her. Deb, tuning in can only take so much of Collinsworth. So that's what it was. She's there. She's like, I could watch, man, but I really don't want to. You know what I mean? And then Collinsworth got so much. She's like, you know what? I'll just go watch. See what Matt's doing. But shout out to Deb. I appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? We're having a good time. Yeah, Collinsworth is... I mean, I don't have a real problem with Collinsworth, but sometimes I do. I do sometimes. He knows me sometimes. But overall, I think he's pretty good. I'm not drinking. I want the Lions to beat the tar out of the Lions. All right, you're not drinking. Ivan, you're not drinking on a Sunday Packer game? Come on, Ivan. That's, the denial. You know, I mean, that's... Check out some cool merch we got over there at thematramage.com. I'm wearing one of them right there. You know, Green Bay Park. You know what I mean? We got all types of good stuff over there. Check it out. Ivan approves of all of my merch. Yes, most of it. And so go ahead on over there. And we even have a QR code over here. You know what I mean? Right there. And you could tap that thing, and then you'd have been in. Now it's too late. It's gone. But Ivan says, I've only had 21 beers. You know what I mean? What's up, Jamie? Why would anyone want the Lions to win? And that's a good question. I think Ivan said he wants the Lions to beat the Lions. And I mean, that's where the whole drinking part came into question. Yeah, we have the Thank You Jerry merch. You know what I mean? We got that stuff. We have Thank You Jerry hats too. We have all types of good stuff. We have Bear Still Suck hat. We have this Bear Still Suck bucket hat. That's pretty slick. We got some good stuff. Go check it out. 2nd down and 4. Here we go. Patty Mahomes is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 11:30 to go to second quarter. Patrick Mahomes is going to keep it. I think he's going to try to run for the first down. Bad decision. He gets about a yard, gets swung out of bounds, but he had nowhere to really get that ball to. So here we go. 3rd down. So Joseph got hurt. Is that what they're saying? Did he pull something? I'm not sure what happened. They kind of showed the replay there. It didn't seem like anything happened. So, get your Victory Monday hoodie at Matt Ramage. You know what I mean? We got that Victory Monday swag. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 3rd down and 4. He's going to hand this thing off. He's going to bounce it left side, and the Lions defense is going to clamp up, and that's going to be 4th down and 4. So you got about 2 yards there. Interesting strategy there, says Collinsworth. That's funny. Nice birthday for Jerry Jones for tomorrow from the Cowboys. Way to go, Panthers. You're Panthers, dude. Losing to the Panthers. People talk about the Packers losing to the Browns. The Cowboys losing to the Panthers. All right, here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle by the Chiefs on 4th down, and they get it. There we go. The Chiefs get a first down. Joseph looks in bad shape for the Lions. He's getting help on both sides, getting walked off. I didn't really see anything on that play. I don't know if he pulled something. What happened? But, yeah, they thought they were going to pitch it, so they had 2 guys running right and right up the middle. The fullback just got after it. You know what I mean? Kept his feet turning there. All right, so here we go. Patrick Mahomes going to be under center. 1st and 10. He's going to pitch this thing right side. Now he's going to pitch it. Now he pitches it back to Patrick Mahomes. No, Patrick Mahomes is going to run with it. And what a beautiful play. Patrick Mahomes slides down for a first down. So Patrick Mahomes pitches it right side. And the guy he pitches it right side runs it back left side, pitches it to someone else, and that person pitches to Patrick Mahomes. And then Patrick Mahomes runs right. And it was like a quadruple, triple kind of a... Yeah, so they pitch it right. He pitches it left. He pitches it back to Mahomes. Mahomes runs it right. And that was just a good play. I like that. You know what I mean? When you got a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, you can get after that. And now they're going to have a handed it off, running it up the middle, and that's going to be about a yard on that one. That was
gone as fast.
I lost my voice in that
You'll
one.
feel that one tomorrow.
Screw 3rd down, going to be a 4th down type of game. You know what I mean? 4th downs mean nothing to these teams right here. Their punter doesn't even get up on 4th down until he's told to. 8:36 to go in the second quarter here. Patrick Mahomes going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Now he's got a man in motion. Patrick Mahomes back to throw. He's rolling right. He's got some blocking. He's running out. He drops the ball. He goes down. And I don't know who has this ball. I think the Chiefs jumped back on top of it. But what are we doing, Patty? Back to the 36-yard line. Big loss. Hutchinson was in there. See, he was getting pressure, but I felt like he was contained for the most part until he wasn't. He pushed him right back into Patrick Mahomes, got his hand in there. Big-time play for Hutch. But Patrick Mahomes, good job for him. Like, he was able to spot that ball, jump back on top of it. So now we're at 3rd down and 18 for the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes is in shotgun. Do they have a 3rd down and 18 play? They might. And then it's going to be a screen pass. And he's got some blockers. He's trying to make some stuff happen. And he's going to get down just a yard shy of the first down marker. So now it's 4th down and like 1 yard. It was 3rd down and 18. I hope they go for it, and I hope they get it. So Patrick Mahomes looks like he's calling. I don't know. What do they got? They're huddling up. It's 4th down and 1, people. Just pull the Lions, if that is Ivan was talking about. Maybe. I'm not even sure what happened. So we have a timeout over here now. First timeout for the Chiefs. Chiefs sitting at 2-3. Lions at 4-1. A Lions loss would come in handy for the Packers over here. Check out the old podcast, the Man Ramage Show, over on Apple, Spotify, all the places. People are listening to podcasts these days on Google, all the places. You know what I mean? Listen to it. You can listen to it on your way to work. You know what I mean? Picking the kids up from school. Listen to it. The kids will love it. Here we go. Coming out of a timeout over here. They got Collinsworth up on the screen. You know what I mean? The only time I'm thinking about this whole stream, I'm like, what am I going to eat after I'm done? You know what I mean? Because I'm hungry. We got some quick
Matt Ramage wants the mac and cheese.
We got some Kwik Trip brownies up there, you know what I mean? So here we go. Patrick Mahomes. We're on 4th down and 1. He's in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Can the Chiefs get it done? Now he's rolling right. Is he looking to run? He ain't got room to run. He's got to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete. The Lions knocked it down. They're looking for a flag. They're not going to get one. 6:55 to go in the second quarter, and the Lions defense 8 right there. Oh, I wish
You get nothing.
Kirby Joseph, who was injured on this drive, comes back. So how was he that injured? He couldn't walk. He comes back and makes a big play right there. But it should have been pass interference either way. All right, we're going to commercial. We will be right back after these messages.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking a dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolet Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolet! It's Nicolet! Nicolet Law! Billboard, baby!
What is up, billboards, baby? All right, so we are back over here. Let's see what Rick has to say. He said, send your wife for Kwik Trip mac and cheese and pizza. Yeah, that'll happen. He said, Collinsworth just called Patrick Mahomes Kermit. Did he really? I missed that. I definitely didn't see that. But here we go. We are sitting over here at 10-6 ball game. The Lions just had a huge stop. Not what you like. Not what you want to see right there. But we're going to see what the Chiefs defense can do against this Lions offense because the Lions are taking over here. That was 4th down. And look at, we got USC versus Notre Dame. I'm not a big college guy, you know, probably because I work every Saturday. Notre Dame football. But here we go. So now they're going to start at the 20-yard line. 6:55 to go in the second quarter. 1st down and 10 for the Lions. They're going to hand this thing off. He's going to try to run this thing right side, and he's going to get about 5 yards on that. What I am going to do is I'm going to check my prize picks. Before this game started, I just threw some prize picks. It was like a minute before. So I wanted to see how How I did here. How do we do this? Look at that. I'm like one of the old people on the phone. All right, so I took Patrick Mahomes. All right, so we're in range. I'm not going to read all through them, but they're not looking good right now. But we're early in the game. Let's see what we got. 2nd down and 5 over here. Goff's going to be under center, I formation. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run this thing up the middle. The Chiefs defense, the line was like not today. They were bugging. He did nothing. 6:03 to go in the second quarter over here. Chanel. He said, not today, bud. Psh. Gibbs over here, you know what I mean? 3rd down and 4 over here. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's going to man to his left. Here we go. He's back to throw. He's running out of time. Now he's going to try to run up. Can he have enough for the first down? He does. He falls forward, and he's going to have the first down. That was one heck of a forward falling slide. I don't know if that was a slide. He just ran out of earth. I think that's what happened right there. It's tough to root for the Chiefs. You know what I mean? I really don't have hate for the Chiefs. I don't mind them. I find it very easy to root against the Lions. That's what I find. But I get that, you know. Chiefs are a lot of people's favorite team. You ever get those spiced beef tacos from Kwik Trip? I forget what they're called, but they're fire. You know what I mean? They have those mini tacos that you can get. Those are pretty good. Here we go. Goff's going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and that's going to be a first down near midfield, and the Lions got something rolling over here. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, those mini tacos at Kwik Trip, you know what I mean? They're pretty good. 4:37 to go in the second quarter. Chiefs got to make something happen right here. Checking in again since I couldn't watch it. What were your thoughts, Matt, on the Green Bay win? It looked on the highlight like Golden and Jacobs had good games. Like they had some. We'll get back to this after this play right here. Goff's going to be under center, 1st down and 10, 48-yard line. He's going to run this thing. They're going to hand it off right side. Not a lot there to Gibbs, and that's going to be about 2 yards. No, he popped out of that thing. But look at the ref was already down in it on the sideline. But now they switch. He kept her moving over there, apparently. But for the Packer game, I felt like, you know, it was closer than it needed to be. But it was a win. There was some good stuff. There was some not so good stuff. You know, Josh Jacobs. I think Matthew Golden had a good game. He had some really great catches. Like you say, you like it not to be quite as close to that. They kept it interesting for no reason, you know what I mean? But I think the Packers are going to be all right. Here we go. Goff's going to be under center, 2nd and 4. And he's going to hand this thing on. No, play action. He's got pressure immediately. He throws it right to the dirt. But on Tuesday night, I will have a podcast, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll be talking about this Packers game and looking ahead to the future as well. So come hang out Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll probably rewatch that Packer game, and you know, we'll have stuff to talk about. 3rd down and 4 over here. 3:26 to go in the second quarter. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Those mini beef tacos. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Here we go. 3rd down and 4. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run it up the middle, and the pressure is there right away. And that was 3rd down, and they didn't get it. They got about 2 on that. It's going to be 4th down. So he's saying stay on the field. They're going to go for it here, and that's not going to be 4th and 1. This is 4th down and about 2, I think. 3:10 to go in the second quarter. And Andy Reid's going like this. I don't know what this means, but it better be something good. Here we go, 4th and 2. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got Montgomery to his left. Come on, Chiefs, bring it right here. Bring the heat. Here we go, the ball snap. Goff is back to throw. He's got pressure, and it's going to be incomplete. They tried to hit that slant to St. Brown, but it looked like he just straight up dropped it.
You get nothing.
You got nothing, bro. Did St. Brown drop that ball? Because that will make me sleep better tonight. Let me see this replay. He did.
You get nothing.
St. Brown dropped the ball. Oh, that'll be the stuff that, see, like if I'm having a bad week at work or whatever, I'll just think about this play right here. Watching St. Brown drop a pass makes me feel good inside. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'll drink to that. You know what I mean? So here we go. They're at commercial. We're gonna stick right here. Hammer the chat. What do you want to talk about right here? Oh, here comes the merch right here, Mr. Producer, man. We got the Thank You Jerry stuff. We got the Green Bay Parsons, which I'm wearing right now, and all types of other good stuff. We got to make a graphic and other stuff, too. Because we got some other good stuff, you know what I mean? Check it out, thematramage.com. Get yourself some merch there, folks. All right, so let's get to some chat over here. Through this angle, it's still a drop. It's still a drop. He should have had that thing. Does Dan Campbell know who Jack Fox even is? It's a question right there. You know what I mean? What's up, Jamie? You know what I mean? And Garrett says Packers with the easy dub. You know what I mean? They got that dub for sure. You know what I mean? So the Packers, they have one loss on the season. So I don't care about any of the numbers to the left or the right of that. They have one loss. All right? Only lost one game. So let's get removing not having losses. So let's get it. 383 folks watching live across other places. 2 people on Twitch right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to 2 people on Twitch. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and X, and also Kick. But nobody watches on Kick, but we still there. I'm there just yelling to silence. Nobody's there to hear it. So if you live stream on a live streaming platform and no one's watching, are you really live there? No one knows. You know what I mean? All right, let's get to some comments here. For anyone who doesn't know, Jack Fox punts for the Lions. There you go. You know, people might have been confused. Not me. I know stuff. All right, what's up, Rick? He says, I seen a comment that Ja not happy with Ravens and said he should have stayed in Green Bay. Good riddance. I don't think so. I don't think he said that. I don't think that's something that he would say. It you know, especially on Facebook, you might have saw that. On Facebook, there's a lot of fake quotes and stuff. I think he's been injured. I don't know how much he played, a ton, but I think he's happy with the Ravens. Here we go. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes is going to be play action. He's going to hit a screen pass to the running back there, but Lions were all over that. Lions good defense. I feel like they had everything. Because they did like a whole play action. I think if even if little trickeration there, even if you'd have tossed it the other way, I think defense would have had that.
Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that.
You need the victory Monday gear. Yeah, we got to get a graphic for that. We'll get on that. I'll make one. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be throwing it right side, and that's going to be completed on the sideline. Did he haul it in, though? They are calling it a completion. Couldn't really see with that view if it was his feet were in bounds. So let's check this replay here. His feet were definitely in bounds. Ball didn't move. That's a completion. 1st down for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down and 10. 2 minutes to go in the half. And we're going to go to the 2-minute warning over here. 2-minute warning. All right, so we're going to step away here for a few seconds. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful. I just mopped there. Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
Ultimate fan would know that the Packers played their first ever road game in Ishpeming, Michigan.
An Ultimate fan would know that Coach LaFleur was the 15th head coach and that he won 7 out of his first 8 games.
If anyone should decide who the Ultimate Packers fan is, I should make that call.
Coach LaFleur?
Could you make the cut and become the Kwik Trip Ultimate Packers fan presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar?
One lucky fan will win a prize pack that includes $50,000 and 2 tickets to every Packers home and away game next season. Full rules at QuikTrip.com/sweepstakes.
Are you the ultimate Packers fan? You could find out at QuikTrip.com. Check the Quick Rewards app. Find out how you could be the Packers ultimate fan over there. You know what I mean? All right, what's up? Robert says Stacy sounds like she loaded up on the liquor and beer last night since she couldn't buy it today. Good for you. You know what I mean? Get after it, Stacy. Shout out to Stacy. One of my favorites. I'm all drunk out day drinking and night drinking. I'm feeling Van right now. You know what I mean, Stacy? Shout out to Stacy. We'll drink to that, Stacy. Are you live on? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know how to say it. I bet you it's something inappropriate. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes back to. He's going to hand this thing off right side to the running back. Oh, he gets stood up. Big hit by the Lions right there. They're going to be on a 1 yard gain.
Boom. He's on his back.
All right, so we're inside 2 minutes here. The clock is ticking. The Lions have 2 timeouts. The Chiefs have 2 timeouts. It's 2nd down and 8. Come on, Chiefs. Dude, what are these Chiefs even? They're at the 40-yard line. Come on, Patrick Mahomes out of shotgun. Quick throw. He gets it. 1st down. There we go. Travis Kelce. Get something going here, boys. Are you not the Kansas City Chiefs anymore? You're sitting here at 2-3. You're playing the 4-1 Lions. It's time to go. It's time to go. You need to get to 3-3. If you go to 2-4, like, what are the Chiefs even? You know what I mean? It's 1st down and 10. 1:18 to go in the 2nd quarter. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They need about 32 yards to the end zone. Patrick Mahomes is back to throw, and he's throwing it towards the end zone, and that's to nobody in particular.
Just a bit
There
outside.
was nobody. I was about as close to that ball as some of those receivers were. You know what I mean? Did that last question ask if you had an OnlyFans? I don't know if he said OnlyFans. I think he said something else. Because I know what OnlyFans is.
Yeah, it's like Xandar or something like that.
Yeah.
That's weird, yeah.
I assumed it was something like that. Ramage, I just saw that the end of the Bears game, Bears still suck. Don't the Bears play tomorrow? But here we go. Patrick Mahomes throwing left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended to Kelce. I don't know if he dropped it or if that was his good coverage or what's going on here.
Yes, the Bears play tomorrow, and we are covering that game live.
Yes, we are. So, yeah, the Bears didn't play yet this week. But here we go. Travis Kelce just dropped that thing.
Unless he looked in the future and saw it and just spoiled it for everybody. Who knows?
We got ourselves a time traveler. Is his name True North Packers fan? I'll make sure it wasn't True Time Traveler Packer fan. 3rd down and 10. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Come on, boys. Let's get it. 32-yard line. He's back to throw. He's going to have pressure. He's got to get rid of it. Throws it. Right side. Incomplete over the... There's a flag on a play. That was intended for Travis Kelce. I assume Travis Kelce that was pass interfered. Travis Kelce got pass interfered right there. What's up, Philly boy? So there we go. Pass interference. There we go. Whenever I feel like clapping, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna get a better one though. I want a better crowd applause.
That was a Dr. Phil special penalty right there.
I need something with a little more excitement right there. But here we go. Yeah, he was held up for sure. And then a little hold on it. Yeah, he had the whole thing. You know what I mean? Let's see what this says. Was the social media leading up to... All right. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes rolling right. And that's going to be completed. And that's going to be the 1 yard line to Travis Kelce. Was the social media leading up to MySpace and Facebook? I don't remember that. I remember MySpace. I had a MySpace. I was all about MySpace. You know what I mean? I was friends with like Dane Cook. I had some good friends over at MySpace back in the day. So here we go. They're going to be down to the 1 yard line. Travis Kelce Couldn't get into the end zone. Gave it all he had. Landed on his head. Since the Bears have no podcaster, they will be silent trollers tomorrow night. That's what they do. You know what I mean? They must not have like their version of me. I don't know. Viking fans either. Because I like to hang out mine. Hey, everyone's welcome. You know what I mean? 40 seconds to go in this half. That's going to be a second timeout by Detroit. So the Chiefs are down 4 points. It's first down and goal from the 2-yard line. So they're in position to get a touchdown here. Now, if they do get a touchdown, let me know in the chat right now, should they go for 2? They missed that extra point. Should they go for 2 if they get a touchdown? Hammer the chat, I want to know.
Matt, did you hear the sound that Kelsey made when he landed on his head in that replay?
No, I did not.
Here, I got a snippet of it. Listen to this.
I don't think I caught that the first time. You know what I mean? Let's see what Kevin's talking about. He said, you will have covered all NFC North games this weekend and the Giants-Philly game. Busy weekend. You know what I mean? We could have after it over here on the Matt Ramage show. You know what I mean? Shout out to Vinny, spending time with me. First and goal. Patrick Mahomes under center. He's rolling right. He's got the option to pitch, but he keeps it. There's a flag on the play, but also he's in the end zone. Oh, and he's brushing him off. Let him know, son. He's confident that this is on the Lions defense. There we go. And they're going for 1, I assume. So that was whatever on the defense, and that's declined, and that's going to be a touchdown. And there we go, 12-10. And they're going for the extra point. Just take 3. Kind of makes sense because, you know, when you're chasing that point, sometimes it doesn't work out for you. So Patrick Mahomes had an option to pitch this thing if need be. Didn't need it. He kind of just rolled right into the end zone. Here we go. He said, don't go for 2. If they fail, they will only be up 2. Yeah, in that situation, you are correct in that. Here comes the extra point. Yep, it's good. So 13-10, Chiefs over the Lions, and we're getting close to the end of the first half here. But I get like going for it, but like when you can take a 3-point lead, and you know, obviously 3 points is a field goal, you don't want to be chasing that extra point for the whole game. But absolutely. So here we go. They're at commercial. We're going to hang on right here. I got enough beer. Hammer the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. 13-10. Chiefs over the Lions. I think, where are we exactly? How much time do we have left? I think it's obviously inside 2 minutes.
I think there's under 30 seconds left in the half.
So I was thinking like a minute at the most. My memory don't work like that. So I think we're at the end over here. We're going to see. We're going to have ourselves a kickoff, see if the Lions even try to make something happen over here. But there we go. We are in this thing. You know what I mean? We're like,
there's officially 30
so far.
37 seconds left in the half. I just looked.
Seconds. There we go. Yeah, but we've been live for over 4 hours today. We're having a good time. 2 games is always fun. See if my voice can hold out. I didn't yell too much during the Packer game, but it was 14-12 maybe, but I think you should wait until the fourth quarter. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. For the 2-point conversion type situations. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's okay. If you miss an extra point and trying to like get it back, I think it's all right. But if you have a chance to go up 3, I think you just go for it, especially early in the game like this. Yeah. So I agree with that. Viking fans only have K-fan, but for the record, if you listened to Wine Line after a Vikings loss, it is, I've actually done that. I haven't listened exactly, but I've saw clips or whatever. Hilarious, dude. The Vikings cry machine over there is just like, it's like they got themselves an original Tear Factory over there. You know what I mean? But shout out to Twitch over here. Go, Pat, go. What's up? Shadrow95 in the building. You know what I mean? One of our main watchers over there, especially over there on Twitch. Appreciate you. Here we go. But so we got ourselves a 3-point ball game, Chiefs up on the Lions, and that's where I expect this game to go into halftime. There's still a commercial over here, but appreciate y'all rocking with me. We're close to 400 people watching live, 396 folks watching live, 2 people on Twitch, 0 on Kick. We got people on Facebook. We got people on YouTube. We got people on X. Shout out to all of you. You know what I mean? So we got 37 seconds to go. Here comes the kickoff. And we're going to have a return from about the 6-yard line. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25. He's trying to get past the 30, but the 32-yard line is where this thing is going to be. Jared Goff, they're showing the old highlights today, showing how much time he had getting rid of this thing. Yeah, he had too much time. 3.44 seconds over here, snap to pass. On this next one they're showing, yeah, like almost over 4 seconds. You know, you give good quarterbacks that much time, it's going to be a problem for you. You know, on that one at 3 seconds on that touchdown. So, yeah, you need to get after him. Here we go. Jared Goff, first down and 10, 33 seconds. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Come on, Chiefs defense. Get after it right here. Jared Goff's back to throw. He's looking right. Gets rid of it. They're going towards the sideline. He's going to be completed out of bounds, about 6 yards on that. So 28 seconds. The clock has stopped. Detroit has one timeout. It's second down now. I don't know if I've said that already. I might have already said that. You know what I mean? Detroit loves Matt Ramage sticker. Yeah, stick him on all your Michigan plates, you know, cars. No, don't do that. That'd be bad. Here we go. Second down and 5. Jared Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got Gibbs to his left. Where are they at here? About the 37-yard line. They got a ways to go with 28 seconds and one timeout. Goff's back to throw. Gets rid of it. That's going to be completed to St. Brown. The clock doesn't stop there, so 22 seconds, and they're going to use that timeout. And now it's third down. Stacy's getting after it, you know what I mean? So they're at commercial over here. It's 22 seconds to go. Kind of a mini commercial when they put the commercial on and they got the screen. We should do some of that. Where I'm on the side, I'm just like... All right, let's see if the Chiefs can clamp this thing up before half. You don't want them to score any points right here. You're up 13-10, feeling good about yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? You don't want them to be able to get any points, not even tie it up over here. So here we go. Third down and 2. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 42-yard line now. Come on, third down, Chiefs. Get after it, bud. Goff's back to throw. He's got time. He's rolling right. Tosses it right. Incomplete to nobody. You could argue that should have been intentional grounding.
He tried the corner and missed.
There was nobody there. There was nobody on the screen. So let's check this out, because I think this could have been a intentional grounding. I mean, I know he wasn't trying to ground it, but, like, that was such a bad throw. Oh, okay, Gibbs turned the wrong way. But he was more than 10 yards away from that thing for sure. But here we go. Now we're going to have a punt over here. 17 seconds to go in the first half. And here comes the punt. It's going to be up. And it's going to be fair caught at about the 10.5-yard line. 10 seconds to go. And I assume the Chiefs just come out here, kind of kneel this thing. We have 405 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate y'all. 400 folks watching live. That's a good number, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Joseph, they're talking about that injury. He goes in the blue tent, comes out, he starts running laps on the sideline, comes out, makes a big play. I don't like him, but he's a good player. I mean, when I say I don't like him, just because of the rivalry and all the little trash talk he's got going on, but glad he's all right over here. First down and 10, and they're just going to kneel this thing, and they're going to go in there. So there we go. And Philly boy didn't make it, you know what I mean? I don't know if maybe Phil will be back in third quarter. Maybe he won't. We don't know. You know what I mean? He might. He just got murdered right there. I don't know if that's a murder. I think that's just bad execution on his part. You know what I mean? But who's the halftime show today? I don't know. You know what I mean? We're going to have to find out. But they got Andy Reid over here. 303 career wins for him. Shout out to Andy Reid. Can't talk right there, but all right, so we're going to step away here for halftime for a second, but I'll get to a few comments. Last minute game in October, tickets were selling for $500 a ticket $500 a ticket at kickoff. I saw people on Twitter today talking about, looking for games, and ticket prices are crazy high right now. So here we go. But we're going to step away here for halftime. We'll be back in a few minutes, so come hang out. You know what I mean? We're at 409 folks watching live. Stick with us. Second half coming up. Chiefs up 13-10, baby. Let's watch the Lions catch this L. You know what I mean?
That's right. I don't have a name there, eh? So you can help name me. And if you do, you'll win a nice prize like a nice cozy t-shirt that you could wear, showing that you're the one and only that gave me a name. And maybe we could go ice fishing and harvest the bluegills together, and maybe pop down a few barley pops, eh? That would be swell. Enter until October 19th there. The winner will be announced the first week of November, eh? Good luck all, eh?
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
All right, so we are back 13-10. You know what I mean? First half score over here. And let's see what people are talking about here. Jesse says, as Andy Reid gets older, he really is looking like the diabetes infomercial guy. I don't think so. I think Andy Reid looks good. You know what I mean? Got that nice little mustache over there. You know what I mean? Andy, put some respect on Andy Reid's name. You know what I mean? There we go. What is this? Ramage. You know what I mean? So that is one name over there. Yeah, so speaking of that, we have Mr. Producer Man. He makes that character, does the halftime shows with him, and he's looking for a name for him. So be sure if you check that saw that video at halftime, be sure to join the contest. You can win a shirt and whatnot. But here we go, 13-10 ball game. 410 folks watching live across all places. I appreciate you. And who do you think wins this game? As it stands right now, Chiefs up 13-10. I forget who gets the ball to start the second half. I think it's the Chiefs. I think the Lions started. I don't know. My memory isn't all that good. I never remember that stuff. Y'all barely beat 63-year-old Joe Flacco off your own bye week. LOL. A win's a win, dude. Like, you're gonna make me upset, dude? Come on. You all can try, dude. Packers won, dude. Packers won. And I never doubted that. I was saying the whole week that Joe Flacco wasn't a good quarterback. Everyone's touting him out. Oh, Joe Flacco's coming to town. And dude, I was not concerned at all about Joe Flacco. He's old. Great career. Shout out to him. Good man. You know what I mean? But like coming off, and joining a new team, I was not concerned at all about Joe Flacco. When he was with the Browns and the Packers lost to the Browns, it wasn't because of Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco didn't do anything. Their offense didn't do anything. It was their defense. So like, yeah, but the Packers won. And thanks for highlighting that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. You know what I mean? And I really hope they do. It would really help the Packers out a lot. I'd appreciate it. Chiefs are up 13-10 right now. I think it's going to go down to the end, but I think the Chiefs get this win, and I hope they do. But yeah, shout out to all the Viking fans hanging out with me. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. Always got so much to say. You know what I mean? But third place is what I'll say about the Vikings. Third place is where the Vikings sit right now. Third place, the most chattiest third place fan base of all time. Maybe could be. You know what I mean? Brett Favre agrees over there in the corner. But shout out to Vinny over there. I think he was on a bathroom break, but he's back now.
Yeah. My eyeballs were floating there for a little bit, Matt. I had to run for that one.
I seen it. I looked down. I was like, he ain't there. He must be urinating. You know what I mean? But here we go. We are back.
My thought was you were going to handle the chat. I figured that was a good chance for me to sneak away while you were working the chat.
Go. You know what I mean?
Woo!
Just go.
Woo! I kind of felt desperate, like Viking fans. I just had to go. I had to run.
Gotta go. So let's see what drunky Matt P has to say. Packers lost to the Browns, tied the Cowboys, and had to gut it out against the Bengals. Yeah, I know. So the Packers, the Packers are second place in the NFC North. Vikings are in third place. You know what I mean? And whatever makes you feel good. You know what I mean? That's what I know. The Packers have one loss on the season. And you can figure out what week we're in, right? You know what I mean? So the Packers have one loss. I'm not concerned at all about the Packers. Go on to take the Arizona Cardinals next week. Beat the Bengals today. People can talk about ugly wins and barely stuck it out. You know what I mean? That doesn't matter. Because come playoff time, no one's going to be stressed about what happened against the Bengals in week whatever we're in. You know what I mean? So, drunky Matty P, you know what I mean? Taking out a shot of Jose, you know what I mean? Have yourself a good time. If you're a Viking fan, get used to third place, bro. Because that's all the Vikings are. Third place team fighting out with the Bears, you know what I mean? Not really respectable. It's kind of embarrassing being a Vikings fan. If I ain't going to lie to you, you know what I mean? I assume you are. I don't know, but let's analyze this a little bit. Let's check that profile picture. Who is that in that profile picture? Is that the Bills? What is that? That might be a high school team. I don't know. But show out the drunky Matty P, you know what I mean? We're having a good time over there.
That looks like a Lions picture is what it looked like, yeah.
You don't even know who Matty P paid for. Dude, no one cares, dude. Here we go. So they're talking about injuries over here. Fred Warner out for the season. Puka Nacua suffered ankle injury in second quarter. And Egg Buka missed second half with a hamstring injury for the Bucks. Not really sure who that is.
I just want to hear you say that name of the guy on the Chargers again.
I'm not going to do that. Oh, Puka Nacua?
Yeah, Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua is a dog. I remember, like, when I was playing Madden, like, I used to play Madden, like, as a career, so, like, I was the quarterback, and Puka Nacua is my guy. You know what I mean? Here we go. You know what I mean? All right, so we have 419 folks watching live across all the places. You know what I mean? Hammer the chat. What are we thinking? You want to talk about this Chiefs game? Chiefs are up 13-10. You want to talk about the Packers? You want to talk about the Vikings sitting in third place? I'm good to talk about that too. You know what I mean? But we could talk about whatever you want to. Hammer the chat, and this game's gonna get underway. We're over here at commercial yet. But you know what I mean? I just keep seeing this comment right here. You don't even know who Matty P played for.
You can sum up the Viking franchise with this.
You get nothing.
You win nothing. Here we go. All right, so United Bates, super supporter over here. You know what I mean? There we go. United Bates gifted 5 Matt Ramage memberships. Dude, I appreciate you, United Bates. I appreciate that. I think everyone else does too. So who is all getting it? There we go. We got some music. We got it all going on. You know what I mean? I want to see also. So Kevin received a free membership by United Bates. I want to throw all this. I want to see who's working with it. Received a gift membership from United Bates. There we go. We got McFarley over here. You know what I mean? That's a good name right there, first of all. Shout out to Freddie over here. And David over here. And also, Brandy received a gift membership by United Baits. So shout out to United Baits over here. Just showing the love. You know what I mean? Here we go. We have ourselves a 13-10 ball game. Shout out to United Baits. I appreciate you. Appreciate everyone rocking out with me over here on YouTube and everywhere else. Kevin says, Chet as a mascot name, short for Cheddar. There you go. So now we got that. Much love. Go Pack. Go. Appreciate you, United Baits, for real. I appreciate that a lot. You are awesome. You know what I mean? So we have ourselves a 13-10 ball game. We have 422 folks watching live. We're having a good time in this Sunday Night Football. And don't forget, Monday Night Football, tomorrow night, we will be live again. The Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. And we're going to be right here watching the Bears catch that L most likely. But the Washington Commanders at 7:05 p.m. Central Time. We'll see if we start at that time. Since I'd be later than the producer thinks we should be. But here we go, Monday Night Football. Come hang out with us. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good time. There we go. So here we are. 13-10 ball game. I feel like this halftime is taking a longer time than I think it should. But check this out. This MR golf spot. They just had a commercial for it. I see this. They have my logo. They stole my logo. I think my logo was first. I've had that MR logo for a long time, and I see this MR Golf. If you can Google it, MR Golf, and they have a logo very similar to mine. I should take them to court. No, I don't care. Either way, it's not that close, but it's actually very similar. I wonder who made theirs first, because someday they might tell me, "Hey, shut it down, shut it down." You know what I mean? All right, what's up, Taylor? How you doing? Work it. She's like on my desk. That's what's happening over here. Packers have one loss, and it's to the Browns. Lions have one loss, and it's to who? Oh, yeah, shut up, Lion fans. Get your brown bags ready. Let them know, Joey. But that's the thing is, like, dude, but first of all, it doesn't really matter. Like, during the season, you're going to lose to teams you shouldn't lose to. You're going to beat teams people thought you shouldn't beat. You're going to tie teams people think you shouldn't tie. You know what I mean? Come end of the season, come when the playoffs start, when you're talking about like that last month of the regular season, that's when everything matters. That's when you kind of know who's who. You got to put yourself in position to matter at that point, which like the Vikings ain't doing. You know what I mean? They're like they're in third place right now. So like the Vikings and Bears, like they really don't matter. But like the good teams, you put yourself in a position, win some games. It doesn't really matter how pretty it looks. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. And I get it, being frustrated when things ain't looking good and you think that they should be playing better than they are. But just let the season play out. Get the wins that you can get. Here comes the kickoff. We're going to see if we have a return. And then come playoff time, see what's what. We're going to have a return over here from like the 8-yard line, it looked like. The weird camera angle. But he's running. The Chiefs are starting this thing off, and he's going to not get very far, but the 17-yard line is where the Chiefs are going to start with this thing. But yeah, dude, just hang in there. Hang in there, Packer fans. You know what I mean? Don't let them, dude. That's why I think with Packer fans is everyone doesn't want you to be happy. People hate the Packers, so they're always like, "Well, oh, you barely beat the Bengals." I don't care about barely. Just cut that word out. You beat the Bengals. That's what it is. Yeah, you want to look better, and next week, hopefully they do. But as long as I would rather win ugly all day long. Because that was a pretty tie, wasn't it, against the Cowboys? Is that what you want? You want pretty ties? All right, here we go. Patrick Mahomes is going to toss this thing left side to start this half, and he's going to have himself very close to a first down. We're going to see where the margin. I think it'd just be just short of a first down. So there we go. I'm not down with pretty ties, baby. I'm down with ugly wins. 420-some folks watching live, baby. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. 14:28 to go in the third quarter. We got a lot of ball game left in this thing. 13-10. Travis Kelce on the sideline. It's second down in inches. I don't know if is he hurt? Is he walking something off? Patrick Mahomes is going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to run this thing up the middle. That's going to be a first down and a little bit more to about the 38-yard line, heading towards the 40 over here.
Kelce still isn't right since he landed on his head.
Yeah, I think that might have. Oh, he got choked out there. They're showing a replay over there. What was going on there? Like his fingers were in his throat.
Can I say that Kelsey's having a hard time shaking it off?
Shake it off. Shake it off. I shouldn't do that because we might get copyrighted because I'm a very good singer. I don't know if you heard about that. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 1st and 10. Mahomes is back to throw. He gets it complete. That's going to be a first down. He's scrambling down the sideline. On the other side of the 50-yard line, and the Chiefs got something going here. Let's go, baby.
Hey, I know Matt is a great singer, and I have a video to prove it. So if anybody wants to see it, hit me up. Hit me up.
We got documentation. I do some karaoke sometimes. But that was a good play by the Chiefs over here. Just toss this thing. And that was a big-time play right here. Now, you assume that would have been to Kelsey if he was playing, if he was in the game. But it was not. I think that affects my prize picks, too.
He is actually in on this play. He's in on this play.
Okay, here we go. Patrick Mahomes is rolling to his right. Now he's just going to shuffle this thing incomplete. I don't think he was as ready for it as Mahomes thought he should have been. He did an old Brett Favre, shuffle. I think Favre was like the first one. It was just like, hey, I'll just get it to you how I can get it to you. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes kind of has that in his game too. Yeah, incomplete though. What was it meant to be?
Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that.
2nd down and 10. Here we go. All right, Patrick Mahomes is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Where are they at? About the 44-yard line. We got 44 yards to go to the end zone. Patrick Mahomes is back to throw. He's dancing around. He's got time. He's looking. He gets it rid of it. Middle of the field. First down. Travis Kelce. So everyone knows that little thing coming out the bottom of the screen. That is actually Taylor Swift. No copyright infringement intended. You know what I mean? I've been in sync with you all day and night, even when you buffered in our game. Doesn't always happen. Dude, that's a beautiful thing. All right, here we go. Patrick Mahomes is looking. He's running. Now he's going to have the first down. I didn't see this play coming. They're inside the 20-yard line now, or at the 20-yard line, according to that rep, but there's a flag on the play. Shout out to Deb, though. Okay, so they're going to challenge this last one. That is not a catch. So that's why they ran so quick, because Travis Kelce did not catch that ball. Penalty declined. So 1st and 10. So did they not bring that back from that penalty? Vinny, what do you got?
Negative. They went ahead and ran the other play, and
they got the playoff in time.
It was a penalty on the defense decline 1st down.
All right, here we go. So 20-yard line. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes is in shotgun. He's got a split backfield back there. He's back to throw. He's looking. He gets rid of it left side, and he's looking for a screen, and he's got it. And he's going to get inside the 10-yard line for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Looking at my sources, it says that the penalty was the Lions are horrible.
Yeah. 7-play drive so far, 72 yards on this thing. I'm in sync with you, too. Let's go, dude. You know what I mean? This is like peak performance right here. Not by me, but just by the streaming services. Now, it's a lot of pressure to not suck. You know what I mean? Because now you know, like, that's not what he's happened at all. I can see it right here. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes out of shock. He's tossing this thing left side, and he's going to make some cuts. I think he's got his road to the end zone. He does. Touchdown! Kansas City Chiefs. Nice play right there, and they take the lead 19-10. Hollywood Brown with the score. Let's get a little good, a little jiggy with it. You know what I mean? No, I got to go over here. Clip that. I'll make that a GIF. I'll post that. I'll make that a GIF, bro. What time was that at? Here we go, 19-10. The extra points coming up. 11-18 to go in this third quarter. We're having a good time, over here. You know what I mean? Here comes the kick. It's up. It's gonna be good. Producers over there laughing. Get it together, producer.
Yeah,
man.
I was laughing at that, and I was writing down that time, so we had that because that was awesome.
Here we go. 20-10 ball game. Instinct, are you going to start to dance? I've done a little bit of dancing for my times. You know what I mean? Go Chiefs. I threw up a little bit in my mouth just saying that. There we go. All right, we're going to be right back after these matches. You know what I mean? And I hope you all enjoyed me and Taylor Swift dancing together. You won't see that all the time. You know what I mean?
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously, forget that. Let's do this Nicolet Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolet! It's Nicolet! Nicolet Law! Billboard, baby!
Any news, Dan?
Not yet.
I love you.
We're here for you. Kwik Trip.
What is up, everyone? We are back over here, 437 folks watching live. Can we make it to 500? Time will tell, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can. We have 2 people watching on Kick, bro. Is that because I told people I was on Kick so they went over to Kick? But if you did, shout out to you. Hammer the comments. If you're on Kick, let me see a comment. I don't think I've ever seen a comment from Kick on here. So we have 2 people watching on Kick. I appreciate you, you know what I mean? And I appreciate everyone who's watching wherever you're watching, but I think that's funny that I see 2 people watching on Kick. You know what I mean? I get a kick out of that. You know what I mean? No pun intended. Just kidding. All the pun was intended. Ha ha! Here we go. We have ourselves a 10-point ball game, 20-10. You know what I mean? Here comes the kickoff over here by the Chiefs. And we're going to have ourselves a return from about the 1 yard line by the Lions, or at the 10-15. He's at the 20. Now he's trying to cut it up to the 25, and he's going to get to about the 26-yard line where he's going to get shot down. All right, let's see what where's this coming from? This coming from YouTube. Not that it doesn't matter. I appreciate every comment. I'm just looking for Kick people, you know what I mean? Where'd the Lions fans go that were in the chat? Not much chirping this week, it looks like. Go Pack, go. Yeah, the Lion fans, you know, they pick and choose their spots, you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? I mean, they're down 10 points here. They're playing a good football team. And I do believe that the Lions are a good team. They're going to be a contender come playoff time. But they can be beaten, as we've seen week 1 against the Green Bay Packers. But here we go. Goff's going to be under center here. 11-11 to go in this third quarter. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to run it right up the middle to Gibbs, and that's going to be inside the 30-yard line. 31-yard line. I think I'm getting a headache. Now we have 1 person on Kick. All right, come on. Someone comment on Kick. Let me see a comment on Kick. Come on, the 1 person. Who are you? Who are you? My mom? Maybe my mom's on Kick. I don't think she is. She can barely figure out Facebook, you know what I mean? But here we go. I hope she's not watching. Hopefully she is, but she probably won't like that comment. 2nd down and 5. Here we go. Goff's going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run this thing for the first down, and nothing there but 2 yards maybe for Gibbs.
You'll feel that one tomorrow.
3rd down, 10:27 to go in the third quarter. Chanel. Is that his name, or is it Channel? Never heard him say the name, you know what I mean? Here we go. Matt Ramage, how are you? Met Driver today. It was awesome. Yeah, Donald Driver, dude. I never got to meet him. I've been very close to him. I've been so close to him, I saw other people meet him. But I did not meet him. He seems awesome, though. Here we go. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. It's 3rd down and 3. Are the Chiefs going to bring pressure? Looks like they are, and I think they is. And that's going to be completed for a first down. Quick slant to St. Brown over here. Just past the first down marker, so they're going to get that thing. Ivan said, I never cared about the Lions. I still don't. They remain irrelevant. Yeah, and until they win something. What have they done? They won a couple of divisions, made some playoff runs, but, you know, I think one time when they actually made it deep in the playoffs. Here we go. Quick pass, Goff to the left side over here, and that's going to be to Williams. That's going to be a first down out of bounds over here. 9:25 to go in the third quarter. Yeah, he had no one around him. He just put his hands in the air like, bro, no one's over here. So that was just miscommunication by the Chiefs. Gave him a free extra yards over there. 4 receptions, 59 yards, and a touchdown for Williams. First down and 10. Lions are down 10 right here. They're at the 48-yard line. Goff's going to hand this thing off from under center, and he's going to try to – Gibbs is trying to fall forward for a couple there. They got a championship back in 1957. They did. You know what I mean? The Lions were legit back in the 50s.
Well, Lottie frickin' da!
That was perfect. Or we're watching the glory years of the Lions, and they still haven't even been to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They've been in the league the whole time, bro. They weren't late to the dance, bro. They ain't never got that dance, though. Goff's going to be in shotgun, second down and 8. He's back to throw, tosses it left side to Gibbs, and the Chiefs defense is all over that. You ain't getting nothing on that, bud.
You get nothing.
You get nothing. That's what you get. Nothing. Nada. 8 minutes to go. Third down right here. Come on, Chiefs defense. Get after it. Shut this thing down. These are lazy offensive plays, first of all this tossing on the flat situation. Throw the ball downfield. You know what I mean? Packer fans are talking about that all during the Packer game. What are the Lions doing? Playing scared. What's up? It's third down 11 right here. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's at the 49-yard line. 7:35 to go. Come on, Chiefs defense. What you got? Keep it going. Shut it down. So the Chiefs defense, they're bringing it. Looks like they're bringing it. They're going to toss this thing right side out of the flat again. And nothing there, Williams. And the Chiefs defense gobble it up. And again, they throw it to the flat. What is this? I'm telling you, Packer fans are going crazy when the Packers do, and that's all the Lions offense is. That's what they got. You're playing the Chiefs. You're playing a big team. You're playing a team. You got to go down there and score some points. And all you got is screens? Just screens all day. Screens for days, baby.
Preach, Reverend Ramage. Preach.
I'm telling you, dude, I get worked up sometimes. Here comes the punt team for the Detroit Lions. They're down 10, and here comes the punt. 6:48 to go in the third quarter, and it's going to be caught about the 7. I don't know what was going on there, but he didn't mess it up, though. Matt, Lion fans have now have no clue who Bobby Lane was. You know what I mean? I don't know if that. Well, I don't think that the Lions actually know that the Lions history. I mean, I think some do. I think that there's some real hardcore Lion fans, and props to them. But like, there's some that just, dude, they just started, dude. They just got here. It was like a couple years, you know what I mean? But there's some real hardcore Lion fans. So I'm not gonna act like there's no like real Lion fans, but Lion fans kind of irritate me sometimes. But they're all right. They're all right. I like my Michigan people. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people from Michigan, so there's some good people over there. But when I say when I talk about fan bases, like whether it's Vikings, Bears, whatever, that's all social media stuff. That's not like real life. Because like I remember being at a tailgate, and we were right. It was a Packers Lions game. We were right next to a Lions tailgate, and we were hanging out. We were hanging out the whole time. We were drinking. We were eating, or whatever with Lion fans. They were awesome people. And it's like it's in real life. Most of the fan bases are pretty cool. You're people who go to the games. It's the social media people who are just like trolling, like they're in basement, and they're just trying to get a reaction. They're just being fake, and they're just trying to be whatever. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? So here we go. Looks like Matt LaFleur play calling. See, that's what people are saying. They trash the Packers when they do that kind of short stuff. So where's that same energy? Detroit is not as good as they think they are. You know what I mean? I don't know why I said that like a robot. Detroit is not as good as they think they are. You know what I mean? But that's on me, Tim. You know what I mean? But I don't think that they are either. I think that they're a playoff team. I think that they're a contender. But I know that they use that excuse. They lost to the Packers week 1. Like, we weren't ready, which is like the most lamest excuse ever. It's like, well, we didn't really play our guys in the preseason. Like, yeah, no one does, dude. What are you talking about? And it just filled with excuses. But the Lions, they went on a run after that. They had some wins right here. Right now, they're down 10 points to the Chiefs. This is a 2-win Chiefs team. What are they, 2-3 right now? So this isn't like the Chiefs of the old days. But I still think that whenever the Chiefs, I don't care if it's this year, next year, the Chiefs are going to be the Chiefs, even if their record isn't there. But absolutely, the Lions, they're catching that L right now. But here we go. Check out the old podcast. We'll be talking about some stuff this week. The Matt Ramage Show on Apple, Spotify, all the places that you listen to podcasts. My podcast is there. If you don't believe me, go check it. Go search The Matt Ramage Show. You're going to find it. You probably don't have to put The Matt Ramage Show. You bet you just put my name. It'd probably be in there. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes is going to be under center to start this thing off. First down and 10. He's going to hand it off up the middle. He's going to get to about the 10-yard line, about a 3-yard gain on that thing. 6:35 to go in the third quarter. I want the Chiefs to stomp them so bad, though. I would love that, too, just to just finish this thing off, just get after it. Total domination, We got Taylor over here. I didn't mean to slap her like. All right, that was not on purpose. All right, that was an accident. 6:11 to go. Yeah, bring the pigeon in. Patrick Mahomes going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They're at the 10-yard line. He's got a man in motion now. And Patrick Mahomes back to throw. He's looking right. Now he's looking left. And now he might scamper. No, he's going to get rid of it. And he tries a back shoulder thing, but I don't think he was really ready for that thing. But that was probably the best, best case scenario for that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Robert says, meaning lots of short-term memories, new fans, now they're winning. No doubt there's hardcore fans, historians, props to them. Just point out that newly found popularity. Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of Lion fans that weren't shouting about the Lions for a lot of years that now they are. But, yeah, I think you also have to give respect, props to the real fans because the Lions definitely have them. They're an old team. Never been to a Super Bowl, though. 3rd down and 7. Patrick Mahomes out of shotgun. Gets rid of it. Travis Kelce. That's going to be a first down the right sideline. And there they go. And the Chiefs got something going, which is important because not even more points. It's just time. 5:38, in the third quarter. Obviously, you're not running clock in this situation, but just to keep this drive going, if you have a short drive right here, the Lions get right back in it. That could be a situation. A lot of time left in this ball game. So that was a big-time play. Obviously, you want to keep it going. Travis Kelce bobbled that ball, but he got it under control. What a freak right here. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes going to be in shotgun. Then we'll get to Joey's comment over here. Stay on the line there, Joey. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's back to throw. And he's looking at it. He's going to scamper. He's going to have to now. And he slides down for a couple yards. For a couple yard gain over here. And Joey says, Detroit thinks they're good, but I'm going to steal you a quote from their coach, Dan Campbell. Our window at making a Super Bowl run has most likely just closed. 2024 season, listen to your coach, Lions fans, it's over. I remember him when he said that. And it was true. They had that moment. But it's over now, you know what I mean? They're still going to have opportunities, but I just don't see them, especially with all the going for it stuff. 2nd down and 8, here we go. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. And now Patrick Mahomes is looking to throw it. He's going to throw it into the dirt. Incomplete. But that's the thing, like, their whole thing about going for it and being aggressive, like, we go for it, that's what we do. That's going to be what kills you all the time playing against good teams. And because if you don't do it, now you get your ego involved because the ego is saying, well, if we don't go for it, we'll look scared, this and that. Like, I just don't think it's the right way to go. Yeah, you go for it when the times call for it, but just to be like that's about your whole personality of your team. It just, I don't think you're going to win anything like that. Here we go, 3rd down and 8. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Here we go, 3rd down. Here we go, Patrick Mahomes back to throw. He's got time. He's running out. Now he's scrambling. Now he's running up the middle, and he's trying to run for the first down. He's not going to get there. He took like 14 hits on that, on that run, I felt like. But they're going to be 4th down now and very, very short. Chris Collinsworth, dude, listen to this guy talk. Here's a guy that didn't go down when he first got whacked. A lot of guys, they hit whacked and they go down right away. Not this guy. He stayed up. Here we go. Here comes the punt. 20-10 ball game. Kansas City punting. We got 3:40 to go in the third quarter. And we got ourselves a ball game. Here come the Lions, and they're going to fair catch this thing. Caught about the 18. Yada. Chiefs look like the Chiefs for the first time this year. They are getting after it, you know what I mean? And they're playing a good team, you know what I mean? Travis Swift for the first down. I didn't see that one. All right, so that's funny. I appreciate you, Robert. Thanks for hanging out with me, you know what I mean? We're going to be right back. Going to commercial. 451 folks watching live right now. I appreciate it, you know what I mean? We out.
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
Mm-mm.
Hey, man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful, I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
I need to get me in one of those Russell Nicolet commercials, you know what I mean? So you should tweet him. You should tell him, hey, get Matt Ramage in a Russell Nicolet Law commercial. I want to be in one of those commercials. I want to do my acting debut, baby. I think Russ does a good job, though. People who know Nicolet Law is a sponsor of mine, but Russell Nicolet, I met him. He's just a regular dude. It's cool. Like I think he's a good actor. You know what I mean? He's got that acting ability. That Leonardo DiCaprio capability, you know what I mean? All right, so we're back in this game. They're talking about showing us replay on this Gibbs run over here. Oh, they got an injury on there. That's why they're talking about that. All right, here we go. Let's keep her moving over here. 20-10 ball game. First down and 10. We got at the 19-yard line. The Detroit Lions start this drive. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's going to hand, play action. He's looking to throw. He's got time, tosses it over to the line, and he gets his man to Montgomery. That's going to be a first down, big-time play, and he's past the 40-yard line down to about the 43-yard line. And there you go. And there they go. I don't like that at all. Here we go. Joey said the way that guy had Mahomes' ankle wrapped up when he was hit, I was worried when we were going to see Mahomes injured. Thankfully, he's okay. I always think that, like, when guys, like, they have a hole of their ankle and then they kind of, like, fall and they kind of twist up a little bit, you think it's going to be hurt, but it's, like, it's not a lot of times. Maybe that's just because my ankle is like, I just get out of bed and I'm like, ooh, what happened there? You know what I mean? Here we go. Goff's going to be play action, looking to throw. He's throwing it right side. That's going to be completed to St. Brown. That's going to be a first down for the Detroit Lions. And that's first down and 10 now. And 2:42 to go in the third quarter. And the Lions got something rolling over here. They're down 10 points. Yeah, Montgomery's a good player, dude. He's a good blocker. He's a good runner. Look at his blocking right here. Yeah, he didn't get touched until that ball was gone. 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Goff's going to be in shotgun. Montgomery's to his right yet again. Come on, Chiefs. What you got? What you got in that tank, defense? Goff's back to throw. He's got time, gets rid of it left side, and that's going to be to St. Brown. That's going to be another first down. And the Chiefs are just kind of like playing, like people are talking about the Packers playing down to their opponent or whatever, all the stuff that the Packers get hit. And that's why I think that everyone should look at Packers games, like how Packer fans talk about the Packers, then watch other games. And like it's kind of the same thing, but I feel like Packer fans don't think so. It happens, you know what I mean? Especially against good teams. That's the difference right there. Here we go, 1st and 10. Goff's going to be in shotgun. Montgomery to his left. Chiefs look like they're bringing a little bit of pressure over here. And Goff's back to throw. He's got time, though, and he gets rid of it, and that's going to be to St. Brown to the 30-yard line. Here we go, 1:20 to go. I'm going to check my prize picks, though, real quick. I don't know why I whispered that. 1:10 to go in the third quarter. My prize picks ain't looking too good right now, you know what I mean? I need a lot of people to do a lot of things. But I kind of picked those. You know, it's kind of funny. I just kind of, it was like the last minute before the game started. So I didn't deserve to win anything. But here we go. We're going to have a run over here by the Lions' right side. He kind of tosses this thing. That's going to be a first down as he's run out of bounds. That's to Williams. So Goff out of shotgun, kind of just toss that thing. Little jet sweep type of action over there. You know what I mean? So it's first down and 10. Williams, 6 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. He's having himself a little bit of a day, you know what I mean? Let's go defense. We need to get a chant, a defense chant, you know what I mean? Let's go defense. Here we go. Goff's going to be under center. He's going to hand it. No, play action. Looking to throw. Tosses a little screen to Montgomery. And he's got some room. That's going to be a first down inside the 10-yard line down to the 8. And the play clock, the clock is down to 7. So I think we might be ending the third quarter. They're not going to get a playoff. And there we go. End of the third quarter. And that's a new tradition. Philly boy goes and then he dies. You know what I mean? So, you know, R.I.P. We'll make shirts. In memory. Phil, end of the third. All right, here we go. End of the third quarter. Time to blow up, you know what I mean? Shout out to Philly boy. All right, we'll be right back. Come hang out for the fourth quarter. 455 folks watching live. We'll be right back.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolet.
All right, so we are back. So let's get right back to the chat. Philly boy said, sorry at work now, just making it official. I stand by the 1st to 30. Wins the game. Peace out. Great job tonight, today. Shout out to Philly boy. You know what I mean? He's at work. Get that money, Philly boy. Don't get in trouble on our account. You know what I mean? But yeah. So 1st to 30 wins. And I don't think the Lions are going to get to 30. You know what I mean? So we're going to see. But I do think that this is going to be some more scoring going on. We had to start at the fourth quarter coming up, and I think we're going to have some a little bit of a score brouhaha going on. Do you have a team because your adverts marketing are good? I do, but actually the people who make most of that is the producer Vince, but some of the commercials are obviously like directly from the sponsors. But we'll talk about more of that. Here we go. Goff back to throw, and that's going to be completed, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds about the 4-yard line. But yeah, so going back to this real quick, do you have a team because your adverts marketing are good? Philly boy does that, or not Philly boy. Vinny. I get the names mixed up right here. No, Vinny, the producer, he does a lot of he does all the designs and does all that stuff. But we have sponsors, Kwik Trip, Kwik Trip and Nicolet Law, and they have some of those are their commercials. Some of them are Vince putting his brain to work. You know what I mean? But I appreciate that. But here we go. Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 2nd down and goal. They got a man in motion. They're just shy of the 5-yard line. He's back to throw. He's dancing around. He's got time. Throws to the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown. That's Laporta. And the Detroit Lions trim this lead a little bit. Sam Laporta. He plays for the Lions, but, dude, I like this dude. I ain't going to lie to you. 2 feet down. This dude's a dog. Plays for the Lions, so I'm not going to get too in depth with that thought. But I rock with Sam Laporta over here. Yeah, that was definitely a touchdown. 2 feet in, kept the ball. 8-play drive, 81 yards, 4:20 off the clock. And there we go, 14-14 to go in this particular ball game. 4-point game with the extra point coming up over here. Can they miss it? Can it be blocked? We haven't seen many blocks this week, but here it is. It's going to be good. Not today, Staten. You know what I mean? So here we go. They're going to Laporta over here with the touchdown. They're going to go to commercial, but we're going to hang tight right here. We got we're doing all right. Hammer the chat. What you want to talk about? We have 452 folks watching live, and we have ourselves a 3-point ball game on Sunday Night Football. You know what I mean? Look at this graphic right here. Ooh, is he going to get him? Oh, man. We need that longer. I was invested, you know what I mean? I was like, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? We didn't work on that a little bit. But, yeah, so hammer the chat. What you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Packers? You want to talk about this ball game? You want to talk about Monday Night Football? The Bears taking on the Commanders. That should be a good game. It'll be interesting. I think Jaden Daniels is back, and I think some of the other injured players are back. We're going to find out tomorrow night. The Bears taking on the Commanders. That should be a fun one to watch. I'm always interested in watching the Bears lose.
Hey, Matt.
What do you got?
For me, since the Packers won today, will you do me one favor?
What do you got?
I need you to dance one more time.
Dude, I've been dancing all day, dude. I'm tired now. What do you want me to dance to?
The Bears still suck. One for me. Okay, here we go.
All right.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears
Bravo,
still
Bear.
suck. The Bears still really suck. Yes, the Bears still suck.
I had to throw Taylor dancing with you too. So
yeah, we gotta rock that out. You know what I mean? A shout out to Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? I know.
Thank you, sir.
Are big fans of Taylor Swift.
Yes, and thank you very much for that. Thank you.
But yeah, here we go. We got ourselves a 3-point ball game. Vinny, who do you think wins this game, Vinny?
I really want the Chiefs to win, but the Lions are really being a pain in the butt right now, keeping it close. And yeah, I really want to see the Chiefs win.
So who do you think's gonna win? Say it with your chest.
I think the Chiefs pull it off at the very end. I really do.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs win, but yeah, it's anyone's ball game right now. And even like, you know, I'm very biased, you know what I mean? I can't separate. I have, you know, separation issues, you know what I mean? But
well, the reason I think that though is the Lions really aren't playing that sharp tonight.
Well, but they kind of came on that drive. They started getting some stuff going. They started getting some momentum swinging. What the Chiefs got to do here is just get after it right now and just show them like, hey, yeah. This is what we do, baby. This is what we do. But look at this, Sunday Night Football next week. The Falcons taking on the 49ers. We'll be live for that, so come hang out. Actually, Sunday Night Football, we'll see. We might be. I shouldn't say quite yet, if we will.
So I think the Packers play at noon next Sunday. Yeah,
we'll figure it out. We'll figure out exactly what games we're doing next Sunday. But here we go. I jump the gun sometimes, you know. I'm like, yeah, we're doing that. We're going to see. But here comes the return here from the Chiefs from the goal line. They're going to be at the 15, 20, 25. He's still moving. He's down to about the 31-yard line, 32 in there. Ivan says, I think the Chiefs win, and Dan Campbell cries at his presser. Tim says, Chiefs on the last second field goal. There we go. Tim also says, I want a touchdown on this drive. There we go, Tim. I like you. I appreciate you chiming in here in the comment section. But yeah, we need a touchdown right here by the Chiefs. Go right down there. Let them know, hey, we are the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is going to be under center here. He's going to hand this thing off. He's going to try to run right up the middle, and that's going to be about 3 yards on the start of this drive. Not a bad start to this drive, you know what I mean? Chiefs are 2-3, which is like mind-boggling. If like you went back and like during the offseason, hey, the Chiefs are going to be 2-3 taking on the 4-1 Lions. Not that the Lions being 4-1 is so crazy because they're one of the top teams, especially regular season time, not playoffs time, not so much. But here we go, 2nd down and 7. Patrick Mahomes going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. He's back to throw. He's looking, got time. Oh, he throws it to the dirt. I think he got hit. And there's flags flying everywhere. Patrick Mahomes just got assaulted. What happened there? The refs are like, bring out the cops. We have to handcuff some fellas. Roughing the passer. Hutchinson roughing the passer. Let's check this replay. Because I didn't really see it live. It's kind of hard to see in the live broadcast. Let's see this replay. Dude lit him up, balls out. He said, I don't care. You going down today, baby. Patrick Mahomes got up like, what's up, bro? My mama's watching this game. What you doing? You know what I mean? I feel like that's what he said to him. That's probably what he said. So that's a big-time penalty. It's 1st down and 10. Let's get to some comments over here. You think about this, Sunday football in 2 weeks. The 4-1 Packers at the 5-1 Steelers, likely records. Let's freaking go. You know what I mean? That's going to be a good game. But now the Chiefs have a pitch. They pitch it right. He's going to try to make some people miss, and that's going to be close to the 1st down. On 1st and 10, I think it's going to be about 7-yard gain on that one. The Chiefs refs are ready. You know what I mean? If that's what they got to do, you know what I mean? What's up, Jesse? Kind of hard to argue with that penalty. Hutch was so late. He was so late. Like, that ball was out, dude. And he was just like, I feel like he saw it. He was just like, I don't care. Sometimes, like, you fight so hard to get to him. Remember Clay Matthews back in the day? Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Mahomes is going to toss this thing. That's going to be a 1st down, and he's still on his feet. He's got a blocker. He's going down the sideline, and that's going to be a 1st down on 2nd down and 4. And there we go. Chiefs got a little something going, you know what I mean? Mahomes threw himself on the ground like Collinsworth throws himself on Mahomes. I don't think he threw himself on the ground, though. He got lit up right there. You know what I mean? That was a good play right there. Here we go. 1st down and 10. Mahomes 17-24, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game. He's going to toss a little screen right here, and that's going to be a 1st down inside the 20-yard line for the Kansas City Chiefs, or at least at the 20-yard line. And that's Smith-Schuster in the building, letting you know. Chiefs are up 3 points. They're 11:58 to go in this 4th quarter. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Not that it really matters right now, but it will in about, 10 minutes real time maybe. I don't know how long it'll take, but it'll take a little bit. 19% of plays with run-pass option. 2nd highest in NFL for the Chiefs offense. There you go. I didn't know that. Fun fact, we're learning stuff tonight, baby. Mahomes tosses this thing left side real quick one time, and that's going to be a gain of about 7-8 yards on 1st and 10. He's going to get knocked out of bounds, and that's real close to the 1st down. So that was a good play over here. Am I going to get a touchdown? I think so. I think you're going to. I don't know if it'll be you, but someone on the Chiefs for sure. Yeah, they're kind of moving right down there on that Lions defense. It's not real difficult over here for them. Chiefs have so many weapons, it's disgusting. They do. They have a lot of options to go through. 2nd down and 2. Here we go. Mahomes going to be in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to run this thing right up the middle. That's going to be a 1st down inside the 10-yard line. So 10:53 to go in the 4th quarter. It's going to be 1st down and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. Collinsworth says this. Did you hear what he said? I don't even know what I heard it, but I don't even think I could repeat it. But my brain right away was like, that was a stupid thing to say. And I get it because you're talking like nonstop for like 3 hours, like I do, the kind of same thing. But I don't say that's dumb stuff. But I probably don't say as good as stuff as his best stuff. So maybe his best stuff is better than like my worst stuff. But here we go. We're over a run over here by the Chiefs. They're running this thing right side, and it's going to be inside the 5-yard line. He's trying to keep her moving, but that's going to be down to about the 3-yard line. Yeah, Collinsworth is funny. He's the kind of guy. He's like, yeah, I talked to this guy during the week. He said he used to ride a bike, but then he couldn't figure out how to get the training wheels off, so he just stopped riding, and that's how he became such a good football player. You know what I mean? That's what he talks about. Here we go. 2nd down and goal. I don't know what I'm talking about. Patrick Mahomes going to be under center. Ball just past the 2-yard line, and he's rolling left. He's looking. He's going to throw it, and he's throwing it out of bounds. Just live to play another play. And that's going to be 3rd down and goal. I think that they had a few options there. None of them seemed to work. 9:35 to go in the 4th quarter. The Chiefs up 3 points. Their 3rd down and goal. A touchdown here kind of puts them in a good situation. A field goal here puts them in a scary situation. Here's my vote, Andy Reid. Get a touchdown here. Here we go, 3rd down and goal. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Now he's putting him in motion. Now he's back to throw. He's got time. He gets rid of it. That's going to be a touchdown for your Kansas City Chiefs, Brown. And they take the lead even higher. He tries to do the little Kansas City leap or whatever you call it over there. And there we go. 9-play drive, 69 yards, 4:44 goal. Off the clock, and we have ourselves a 26-7. Let's dance, Taylor. You know what I mean? Let's dance. We'll make that into a meme at a later date. You know what I mean? 9:30 to go in the 4th quarter. 26-17. Here comes the extra point. It's up, and we have ourselves a 10-point lead. The Chiefs over the Detroit Lions. And what a beautiful game this has turned out to be. You know what I mean? What a beautiful game. You know what I mean? So here we go. It's good, bro. Get over it. I'm just kidding, Vinny. We're having a good time over here. Way to go, Kansas City. There we go, Stacy. You know what I mean? Shout out to Vinny over here. Doing a good job. I'm just kidding. I don't mean to hurt no feelings. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at you dancing with her. That's people don't understand how hard it is to do this sometimes, you know?
Dude, it's tough. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna make that a GIF, but like this bar right here kind of gets in the way. But I think it's hilarious the way the graphic you have it. I don't know. That's why I like having Vinny do this, like having a producer, is because like I don't like. He just does stuff. Like, he shows me, like, hey, I'm going to do this or whatever. And I just like, yeah, I don't like, you know, obviously he's like, no, can't do this, can't do that. You know what I mean? So, but I just let him do his thing. So, like, I just try to have fun with it. And that's what's cool about having a producer. Just like the stuff like that, I could never do on my own.
When you interact with it, though, you get me cracking up every time. Yeah.
It's a good team right here. We got a good team over here. What's up, Karen? She says, $2 to dance and man. So, all right, so play a song. I guess I got to dance. I'm going to dance for $2. I'm half a stripper right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hope that was worth your money there, Karen. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate the $2. You know what I mean? Get in. Go Pack, go. All right, so we're having a good time over here. Ivan, Vinny working it like a boss. You know what I mean? Here we go. Absolutely. Woot, woot. Here we go. We are still at commercial break over here. And 461 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate you. Tim says, every time a team beats a rival, you got to make a song. You know what I mean? I've been talking to Vinny about that, about making a song. I think we can make a song with his talents.
We have been. This is true.
Yeah, with his talents and my, like, not talent, but, like, I feel like with his talents, I can do something. I want to sing a song. I want to make a Packer song.
See,
like
not a song. See, because Matt, not a lot of people know I'm a musician on the side. I do write music too.
Yeah. That's what he does. People don't know that Vinny actually has real talent. He's not even just like producing the show, like he had his own radio show. Like he could do this, what I'm doing, probably better than me. Here we go. We're at the 5-yard line where the Lions are going to be returning this kickoff down to about the 25-yard line. Yeah, but Vinny was doing his own radio show. He's done a lot of stuff and music. He makes music. That's why he's got like all this like big computer that can like do all this stuff. Like,
but yeah, I can't do a show like this better than you. Nobody could be better than the Matt Ramage.
Shut up. You could. No, but I appreciate that. No, but that's what I'm saying is our producer over here. I'll say our because he's not just my producer. You can all tell him what to do. No, I'm just kidding. But it makes the show a lot better. It makes it a lot more fun, and it's cool just having someone back there I could talk to if I need to. And just during the week, like different ideas. But here we go. Look, let's get back to this game. We have ourselves a 27-17 ball game. Chiefs over the Lions. They're coming back from a little commercial over here. Chiefs Stadium seems like it would be a cool stadium to go to. These Lion fans ain't having a good time. I know that. They got the Lions close up right there. They do not seem to be having a good time at all. But the Chiefs Stadium seems like a good spot. It seems like it's some good fans. But Goff's going to be under center. Here we go. Here's the situation. 9:25 to go in the fourth quarter. They're at the 26-yard line. They're down 27-17. Goff's under center. He hands this thing off, and that's going to be eaten up. That's a 3-yard loss for the Detroit Lions. And that's all you need to know. Lion fans, where you at, baby? They ain't in the chat tonight. They got stuff to do tonight.
Nothing.
Lion fans. Detroit, what? Vinny is a machine, you know what I mean? But Ivan says, I got a dance coming tomorrow. We need to talk about this after this play, Ivan, because I want to know more about that. So get ready with the comments. 2nd down and 13. Here we go. Goff's going to throw it left side. That's going to be, St. Brown caught it. That ball came out at the end, but now it's still going to be a catch. So, Ivan, clear us up on this. I got a dance coming out tomorrow. So, you got a dance video coming out tomorrow? What's going on? You create a new TikTok trend? What's going on there, Ivan? Lions winless rest of the season. Let's go. I'm down with it. You know what I mean? Jared Goff, 13 of 13, 101 yards, 1 touchdown this half. He's going to be in shotgun right here. He's got Gibbs to his left. Now they got St. Brown in motion. They're at the 26-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Can the Chiefs shut this down on 3rd down? Here we go. Goff back to throw. He's looking. He's got pressure. He's going down for the sack. Oh, my goodness. Goff goes down. 7:56 to go in the fourth.
That one tomorrow.
4th down and a whole bunch. That's what it is. 4th down and a whole bunch. Everything's on the line. What do you do, Jared Goff? What do you do?
You get nothing.
How great he is. I think he's a pretty good quarterback, though, you know what I mean? But I just don't think he's as great as some people think he is. 4th down and 14. What's up? What's up, Campbell? You ain't going for it? 4th down and 14. Come on, grow up there, bud. Here we go. Here comes the punt. The Chiefs are going to get this thing about the 30-yard line. Not a fair catch, so they're going to return this thing. He's at the 35. He's trying to bounce this thing left side. He's trying down the left sideline. He's got some blockers. He's past midfield. The ball comes out. The ball comes out at the end, and the Chiefs are saying it's down. The Lions are saying that it's their ball. I saw a ref's point to the ground. I think the ref is saying he was down by contact. We're going to find out over here. There's probably going to be some talking about this particular play, you know what I mean? So Kansas City will have the ball. I'm getting a headache for myself. Like, how are people watching this? I'm giving myself a headache. Yeah, he was definitely down. His elbow was down. His whole body was down, you know what I mean? Matt, why do they have the Chiefs practice tape on? Oh, it's the Lions they're playing. Where the Lion fans at, baby? You know what I mean? All right, so we're at commercial. I'm going to go to commercial too. Use the rest here, you know what I mean? 459 folks watching live right now. I appreciate every single one of you. Stick with me. We're going to have a good time.
This one, Grandpa.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking a dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
Houston, we have a problem.
The Ultimate fan would know that the Packers played their first ever road game in Ishpeming, Michigan.
An Ultimate fan would know that Coach LaFleur was the 15th head coach and that he won 7 out of his first 8 games.
If anyone should decide who the ultimate Packers fan is, I should make that call.
Coach LaFleur?
Could you make the cut and become the Kwik Trip Ultimate Packers fan presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar?
One lucky fan will win a prize pack that includes $50,000 and 2 tickets to every Packers home and away game next season. Full rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
Are you the ultimate Packers fan? You know what I mean? Check out quicktrip.com. Check out the Quick Rewards app. You can win, what's that, every ticket to a home game this season, you know what I mean? And they have the bake sale going on. $2.99, 3-count, premium donuts. You know what I mean? But here we go. The Chiefs run this thing up the middle over here. They caught me off guard there. Really getting after it. I think they caught Vinny off guard, too. I like looking at me when I say stuff. He'll like just thumbs up it in a little camera box that I can see you can't. But here we go, 2nd down and 5 there, Vinny. 6:48 to go in the 4th quarter. Chiefs are huddling up. Joey says, at least we didn't lose to the Browns. Well, you did lose to the team that lost to the Browns, so how does that feel? You know what I mean? Yeah, Lion fans are a special breed, you know what I mean? But here we go. Patrick Mahomes is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. It's 2nd down and 5. They're going to hand this thing off. He's going to try to bounce it right side a little bit. Not a lot there. Lions ain't allowing that. So that's going to be a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down. And I think,
you know, we lost to the Browns, but who did the Lions lose to?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying, yeah. So, like, that's the whole thing. You can go over that all day about, like, this team lost to that team. You know, this team was good, this team was bad, and they lost to it. But, you know, especially if you're a Lions fan and you lose to the Packers and you're, like, making fun of the Packers for losing the Browns. Yeah, but you lost to us. So if that makes the Packers worse, then you're even worse off. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
It's the circle of life.
Here we go. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun, empty backfield. 3rd down and 3. He's back to throw, quick pass. That's going to be a 1st down to Travis Kelce, I believe. I didn't see the number, but you can just tell. He's a large human, you know what I mean? And that's going to be a 1st down. I got me a headache over here whenever I yell. So Lion fans, excuse me for the week 1 loss, was they weren't ready since it was week 1. I guess if I wasn't week 1 for anyone else. Dude, that's what's funny about it to me is that Lions fans, like we weren't ready situation. It's like such a funny excuse. But here we go. 21-29, 253 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for Patrick Mahomes. 5:06 to go in the 4th quarter, and he's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's going to hand this thing off, and they're going to try to run this thing up the middle, and that's going to be inside the 30-yard line. And that was 1st down and 10. Now it's going to be 2nd down, I would assume about 6. So inside 5 minutes to go. They're inside the 30-yard line now. Look at St. Brown. I don't feel any bad about St. Brown ever feeling sad. You know what I mean? As far as football is concerned. And I enjoy it, actually, watching the Lions lose and just all the players just looking sad on the sideline. It just... I don't know. It'll get me through the whole week. And the Packers win. What could go wrong this week? Here we go. Patrick Mahomes is going to be in shotgun. He's going to man to his left. He's going to toss this thing left side real quick one time. He's got not enough blockers. He's going to leap forward just shy of a 1st down. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 1. Third down and about 1. We're at 4:07 to go, so it's a 10-point ball game. But they are in field goal range now. Will the Chiefs try to be, stupid and go for it, or will they? If they don't get this, it's third down and 1, so there's a good chance they're going to get this anyways. So where are they at? They're about the 26-yard line. They're about 26 yards from the end zone. So if they don't get this, you got to kick that field goal to go up 13. You know what I mean? 3:42 to go in the fourth quarter. But let's just go ahead and get this. Patrick Mahomes, they're going to be in a little pistol formation over here, a little something. And he's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and he's going to scamper for a first down, and he's going to keep her moving down to about the 15.5-yard line. And there you go, the Kansas City Chiefs, who are up 10 already, 3:25 to go in the fourth quarter. There you go, baby. First time out for the Detroit Lions, and the first sign of failure. We getting after it. We getting after it today, baby. Say what they want. The tape never lies. Packers back in first place. What will the standings look like if the Lions lose this game? So the Packers have that tie, so it's going to look, you only have one loss, though. So if the Lions have 2 losses, maybe is a half a game situation for the Packers. Having the win against the Lions, I don't know.
I think it is a half game will be up, but regardless, it's going to look good.
Yeah. It's good. Dude, I got a steaming old headache. I feel like I got tomorrow's hangover. Just came early. It's like, yeah, I'd show up early. You know what I mean? No, I usually don't get headaches. So when I do get a headache, I'm like, whoa, what's happening? Is this an aneurysm? Am I dying right now? No, but we'll be all right.
You know what works good for a headache, Matt? A bake sale. Sugar. Like this, a good old Long John or a donut. There you go.
Dude, I'll go to Kwik Trip tomorrow because first of all, I go to Kwik Trip most days. Like when I get up because I work at 4, so I usually stumble in there about 3 a.m. Get me like some energy drink, a little rock star action. Sometimes a little chocolate milk and sometimes a little donut. You know what I mean? Get something in the whole system. You know what I mean? But check out the Kwik Trip bake sale. They got some deals over there. You know what I mean? $2.99, 3-count premium donuts. These ain't the regular donuts, bro.
And good till November 17th.
Yeah.
Talk about a great sale.
Yeah. November 17th. So here we go. We have ourselves a 10-point ball game. Let's get to some comments over here. All right, so 667 versus 700. There you go. Like I say, I don't usually I'll post like the standings like on my Facebook and social media, whatever. But I don't care about where you are in the division, like early in the year, like middle of the year, halfway through the year, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It matters like come the end of the year, you start getting after Thanksgiving, you start looking at that and seeing like, you want to obviously win the division, but even if you don't win the division, it doesn't matter. The Packers won a Super Bowl without winning the division, so we will see what happens. Chiefs' power and speed is overwhelming to the Lions. Yeah, they just can't. They just can't shut it down. You know what I mean? Bears are the stupidest of stupid. All right, Ivan. I know we weren't even talking about the Bears, but yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I agree with you. But Goff, he's got 22 of 25 yards, 22 of 25, 194 yards, 7 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But we're gonna get back to this game right here, and the Chiefs are gonna run this thing up the middle. They're at about the 13-yard line now. It's going to be second down, 3:21 to go in the fourth quarter. And this is not looking good, you know what I mean, for the Lions. Since this game is basically over, how bad do we think the Bears will lose tomorrow? Or will they keep it close and lose in a stupid way like yelling at fans during a Hail Mary pass? Bears still suck. I think the Bears lose, I'd say about 13. Right now, I'll say the Bears lose by about 13, maybe 2 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit less, but I don't think. I think they might score some garbage points at the end. We will see. We'll see what Commanders team shows up too. You know what I mean? Okay, I see. I hear you, Ivan. All right, so here we go. Second down and 8. 3:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Just about 10 o'clock my time. I work at 4 a.m., you know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at. We're going to have a handoff up the middle by the Kansas City Chiefs, and that was 2nd and 8. That's going to probably bring it to about 3rd down and 5. You think the Bears are going to win? Aaron thinks the Bears are going to win. There you go. I don't think so. But, who knows? Jamie says, for real, if the Lions lose, the Pack is number 1 in the North, number 2 in the NFC because of win percentage. There you go. That's something we're going to figure out after this game. That's what I'm going to be doing. Figure that out because I will flex on that. I will troll on that, but I really do not care about like where the team is, like, middle of the season, halfway through, what are we at, week 6 over here. It really doesn't matter like who's where in the NFC North. Obviously, you want to be like near the top, but whether you're up a half a game, down a half a game, it really doesn't matter too much. But I will talk that trash, you know what I mean, just because that's what I do, and that's fun for me. But I really don't care. But yeah, go ahead and check out the old podcast, the Matt Ramage Show, over there on Apple, Spotify, all the places that you listen to podcasts. You can listen to mine as well, so go do it. Search the Matt Ramage Show. And so let's go. Are you streaming Brewers Dodgers tomorrow? No, we're doing Monday Night Football actually tomorrow. But we're probably going to be talking about the Brewers too. But I was thinking about that, streaming a Brewers game. I might actually do it. Maybe one of the games this series. I'll talk to Vinny. I've never streamed a baseball game. Obviously, I'm not real knowledgeable on baseball. I don't watch baseball. I like the Brewers. I want them to do well, but I don't know everything about the Brewers. So, like, I'd just be like, yeah, here you go. I'm throwing the ball. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know a lot, so it might sound stupid, but maybe we'll give it a shot. But it won't be tomorrow because we're doing Monday Night Football. We're doing Bears.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing it once, and just to let our viewers know, I'm as old as the Brewers. They started when I was born, okay?
No kidding.
1970, my friend, yeah.
So we just have to enjoy the time we have with our producer because we never know when it's over for Vinny.
Nothing like...
You never know, because apparently he's like 1,000 years old. I didn't know. You know what I mean?
I went to high school with Jesus. Yeah.
You know what I mean? His social security number is 1. I don't know. Don't go steal his identity now.
It's actually 1 BC.
All right, so we got the 4 screen over here on the TV. So here we go, 3:14 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down and 6. The Chiefs are in good scoring position. Obviously, they'd probably, take the points here if they had to. But Mahomes back to throw out a shotgun. He's got pressure. He goes down on his back. So down at about the 15.5-yard line goes Mahomes. So they're up 10 points. You got to take the points here to go up 13. And that's what they will do, you know what I mean? Joey says, when will we get a Matt and Jimmy video? Feels like we haven't had one in a few weeks. Yeah, me and Jimmy are at beef, dude. I'm just kidding. No, Vinny's always welcome to the show, but he's a busy guy. He's got a family, and he does Pack a Day podcast twice a week now. And what is it? What's their one? Lombardi's Bar. Shout out to Lombardi's Bar over there in Game on Wisconsin. So he does some... He does some of his own stuff, but yeah, he's always welcome. I've asked him a few times, and maybe I'll ask him again. But he's obviously always fun to hang out with. I think Jimmy's one of the most underrated top Packers podcasters, top Packers people talking about the Packers, especially on podcasts, in my humble opinion. You know what I mean? Don't tell him I said that, though. If you tell him anything, say I said he sucks, and I hope he's having a bad day. Because that's what he likes, you know what I mean? He doesn't want people being nice to him. All right, so here we go. The Lions coming up. They have the Bucks. Tough one. Then they have a bye. Then they go to the Vikings. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was at the Vikings, but yeah, they have a couple. Those are tough games. The Bucks will not be easy, and then they come out of the bye to play the Vikings. You gotta think that they're gonna win that one. Vikings ain't very good. But here we go. 2:29 to go in the fourth quarter, and the field goal is up. And this is a 33-yard attempt. It's gonna be good. I think I was late on that one. But I wish the score was 100-0. That'd be better. 30-17 is all right. You know what I mean? The Lions were not particularly close in this game at any point. And there you go. I mean, this was a 2-3 Chiefs team. 2-3 team. Yeah. How good are the Lions? You know what I mean? They lost to the Packers. Now they lose to the 2-3 Chiefs. What's going on in Detroit? What about that guy in Detroit? I always see his podcast. I used one of his clips to make fun of him one time. But he's always yelling and screaming about the Packers, and he's like a Detroit, podcast, like local radio guy. He's the most insane person ever. And I remember I made a video kind of trashing the Lions because of him, and Lion fans are like, no, we don't like him either. They're like, we don't like him either. So like all the Lion fans are like, no, talk all you want because this guy sucks. So I wonder what that guy's thinking right now. Down 30-17. What excuses is he making? Did the refs do this? What's happening? But here comes the kickoff, and they're going to get this thing from the 5-yard line. Lions return it. They're at 25. He's going to try to bounce this thing off. Not going to get any further. Down to about the 27-yard line. 2:20 to go in the fourth quarter where the Lions are going to start this thing. And the NFC North right here, the Lions at 4-1. That's about to change to 4-2. Packers 3-1-1. Vikings 3-2. Bears at 2-2. But yeah, so if they drop to 4-2, their win percentage would drop. I think the Packers would go above them because 3-1-1 is better than 3-2. Yeah, 3-1-1 is better than 3-2 by half a game. So the Packers would be in first place. So shout out to the Packers, your first place Green Bay Packers over here. Jared Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Where are they at over here? About the 27-yard line. Goff's back to throw. They got flags, and it's going to be a completed pass, but that's teleporta. But that's not going to matter. So it was offside in defense, so it is the first down. Penalty is declined to Laporta with the first down over here. Pad those stats a little bit, you know what I mean? 2:14 to go in the fourth quarter. 462 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate you, you know what I mean? One person on kick, dude, getting after it. Hammer that chat right here. I want to see something. Here we go. Goff gets thrown back, and he's going to get sacked. No, he gets rid of it. And that is going to be incompletion, but he just threw that thing up. That could have been intercepted. I don't know what he was thinking there. That was not what a good quarterback does. If Jordan Love did that, they would crucify him, dude, on social media. What was Goff doing here? All right, he comes back. He gets pressure immediately. He gets pushed on. He's like, boom. He's like, what's going on? I didn't like that at all. Then he's like, let me just yeet this thing into the air. Let me throw a little floater here about 5 yards and see if anyone can pick that thing off. But no one did. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Jared Goff's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Maybe he'll throw another gift. Maybe they'll catch this one. Here we go. He's got a man in motion over here. 36-yard line. Goff's back to throw. He's looking. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Throws it into the dirt.
Nothing.
Not a particularly good throw at all.
You get nothing.
They get nothing, dude. He's like, this is the weakest part of the Detroit Lions. Everyone talks about how great the Lions are all the time. 2:03 to go in the fourth quarter. They are down 30-17. Jared Goff's in shotgun. He's got Gibbs to his right. Let's see if they can even make this look like it's not an embarrassment of a game. Goff's back to throw on 4th down. He's looking. That's going to be incomplete. Dropped by Williams.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Shout out to the Detroit Lions. Not disappointing me this evening. You know what I mean? Gave me everything I hoped for when I was watching this game. I'm going to do a live watch party. I'm not trying to do a watch party, watch the Lions look good. So I appreciate you, you know what I mean? We're at commercial. We're going to go to commercial break. We're going to come back and enjoy this Lions loss, you know what I mean? L7 Weenie!
Hey, man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful. I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
All right. Here we go. We are back 30-17 ball game. Chiefs just making the Lions look like a JV team. You know what I mean? But
You know how you know the Chiefs won, Matt? They start showing Taylor Swift in the audience.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they haven't really showed her too much. I think I don't know. They might have changed the policy. What's going on over there? But here we go. And the Chiefs are just going to kneel this thing out. They're inside 2 minutes now. The Lions have all three. No, the Lions have no timeout. So Patrick Mahomes is like, get loud, buddy. Let's enjoy this W. You know what I mean? So the Chiefs, who are 2-3, will improve to 3-3, and the Lions will drop to 4-2. You know what I mean? Taylor, let's get after it. You know what I mean? I don't know why it makes me laugh so much. But we got some kneel downs going on over here, you know what I mean? 2nd down and 11 over here. Patrick Mahomes is going to kneel this thing down again. I don't know why I told you that down. So here we go, 1:15 to go, and they're probably going to kneel this thing down one more time. And the Green Bay Packers are back in first place where they belong by half a game, you know what I mean? So that'll be something we'll talk about all week, and you know what I mean? Get the balloons out. Back in first place where the Green Bay Packers belong. That was a very serious look I gave her right there, you know what I mean? So here we go. We're going to have one more kneel, then we're going to wrap this thing up. And Monday Night Football tomorrow evening. Come hang out. The Bears taking on the Commanders. We will be here for Monday Night Football. So come watch the game with us, you know what I mean? And watch the Bears hopefully lose and look bad and be our entertainment. 471 folks watching as we wrap this thing up. I appreciate everyone who tuned in, hung out with me today. We watched the Packer game together. We watched Sunday Night Football together. We watched the Lions. Oh, we have a fight. Oh, we have a big fight. I'm just over here yammering. All right, so the whole field is just Chiefs and Lions jerseys, and they're in the middle just scrapping it. Oh, we got punches thrown. Oh, they got tackles going on. Oh, we got something going on. So the clock hits double zeros, but I got fights. There's going to be some suspensions from this.
I'm just happy I finally got to use that animation.
Dude, this is a big time fight, though. You see it, he's just like boxing. Pop, 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 pop. Mahomes was at the bottom of the pile, he says. Hey, appreciate you, Stacy. You know what I mean? Just trying to see what's going on with this fight here. Hard-hitting game. That was a hard-hitting finish. Dude, I saw swings being thrown. Here we go, Patrick Mahomes and Goff at midfield. Now they're like, all right, I don't know what that was about. But so end of the game, let's check this replay. He went to, like, shake his hand, and he didn't want to. And Patrick Mahomes is like, I'm going to touch your hand either way. So Juju Smith-Schuster. All right, so then Branch slapped Schuster, whatever, in the face. And then he came out, and they started scrapping. So that's how it started. Why did Branch should be suspended. He started this whole thing. So I would assume Branch might get in some trouble for that. He's going to get fined, probably suspended for that. He started that whole melee. Why did he just straight up slapped him? He's like, yeah, like, why did he do that? I think we kind of don't know the whole story, but Branch probably not going to be playing next week. You know what I mean?
You get nothing.
He's definitely going to be missing some monies. You know what I mean? Come check time, money going to be gone. You know what I mean? But there you go. The Lions lose to the Chiefs 30-17 and then cry about it and try to fight people. You know what I mean? That's the Detroit way. Detroit, what? What a surprise. Brian Branch flips off fans, fights. What a model pro athlete. You know what I mean? That's the Detroit way, baby. They stay catching L's and crying, baby. All right, here we go. We're going to wrap this thing up. Go Pack, go Packers. Caught that W today. Detroit caught that L. Hey, what's wrong? You know what I mean? Enjoy your victory Monday unless you live in Detroit. You know what I mean? All right, go Pack, go Lions. Better luck next time. You know what I mean?